a better life. I cannot see. Yes, we're live on both. There we go. How's it going, folks? Welcome to Sunday stream. And today we're going to be basically hitting the Timegate against Starbirth mission and then doing the Dreams of the Deep. I want to try and finish Dreams of the Deep this week because there's... Well, actually, no, I'm pretty sure we'll have... Well, no, next Sunday's a special one, so we're not doing this. So, for what I expect, this is the last Sunday before the big update that we'll get a chance to do the normal stuff. So, gonna try and get the Dreams of the Deep done today. Unfortunately, due to the Timegates, probably won't get Starbirth done today, but maybe I could just... I think there's 3 Timegates or something. If there's a third, I can just get that going in between streams, and then we can just do the actual main bit when it happens 2 days in. So yeah, we do appear to be live. Yes, we'll be live. And Shakademus, everything's out. Right, how's it going, folks? Hope you're having a swish one. Yeah, so we haven't had an emoji this week, and this week was a unlikely one because I don't think it was coming before the anniversary. It's like the 9th. It makes sense to me that the emoji is going to be announced on the 9th, like potentially around the time that the player made event is happening. That makes sense to me anyway. Just like, I could imagine him thanking people for doing it and then like doing an emoji or something. So that seems pretty likely to me. Well, I'd say like 80% as far as I'm concerned that we'll have the emoji next week, most likely Sunday, and then the update will be the 12th. That's my thinking anyway. It hasn't really changed from last week other than the small chance I gave to this week is now obviously also gone. I always forget this is a refiner. Base Weasel, how's it going, man? Even all tonight, I will mostly be eating Lincolnshire sausages with mashed carrots and sprouts, all drizzled over with onion gravy. That sounds freaking awesome. So, sausage mash, carrots and sprouts with onion gravy. Dude, that's fucking sweet. Bangs and mash with onion gravy is like, it's just peak food. I personally love mixing it with cauliflower, because I make my onion gravy quite peppery as well, and cauliflower has its own sort of almost peppery hint to it if you haven't overcooked the shit out of it, like, and it just goes so well with like just like a meat gravy. Oh, so good. But I love sprouts as well, so cauliflower and sprouts for me would be the best. I always find, so I find carrot, I love steamed carrots. I have them very regularly. In fact, I have carrots most days even if it's just like a raw one. However, I always find that onion gravy is so sweet in itself, thanks to you basically caramelizing the onions, that I don't want the extra sweetness from the carrots. This is just my random ramblings on my own opinions. But that sounds awesome though, honestly. That's everything. Plus the Lincolnshire. The two best sausages for sausage and mash are Lincolnshire and Cumberland. Lincolnshire is a peak sausage for sandwich as well, because it's like the herbaceous. Yo Beebs, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a swish one, dude. Should dares the do. Let's do the Starbirth first, yeah. So await contact, so we need to go up in space into buttery biscuit space. It doesn't know because I removed... I had the 5th on last week, but we haven't had an emoji. So I took the 5th off. Because I always thought the 5th was unlikely anyway. The 12th has been the one that I'm expecting. Because I expect they might... right, so... You might think they'd want it in play for the whole of event thing and everything, but I think they want the players... own made event, if anything, to stand on its own, because they don't want to get in the way of it and take away from the efforts of the players. That feels like the kind of thing they'd do. Also, words. Oh, sorry, I'm distracted. But I'm just gonna say now. Thank you, Wild Turkey Man, for the 1,000 bits. Very much appreciated, dude. Seriously, Silver. I'm stammering now. Seriously, man, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, dude. Has NMS gone on sale? I think NMS was on sale from like a week ago or something. But it's very within HG's purview to have a sale going for 2 weeks before an update. It doesn't have to be in the middle or the start of the sale. In fact, it's almost never at the start, unless they wanted to kind of sneak it up on us or something. And like, then it only goes on sale on Xbox the day of or something. I'm still expecting emoji around midnight tonight. So what's making you think midnight tonight? Like, what's your thinking for that? I mean, dude, I'd be happy with that. My personal favourite would be, and so what I think is the most likely and is the one I prefer the most is the 12th. So for the reasons I said about the player event, but also I think the player event and it being the anniversary is also the peak time for them to release the emoji for the 12th. That's my thinking. Hasn't really changed since last week or anything. So yeah, what's your thinking on midnight? I mean, it's definitely possible, but I'm just curious why, because I can't really think of many or any reasons why this week would be more likely than next. Right, let's pop to... Do we need to... Oh, we need to bolster. Yeah, that was a Steam sale. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. I just heard that it had gone on sale is all. That was just a summer sale. So, as far as I know, Sean has been posting the emoji on Sundays, always close to the time I'm in bed watching a movie. I mean, he hasn't always done that. He might have done it for like the last few or something, but he's done it on many Saturdays before. I'm quite certain of that. At least one, anyway. Well, I mean, Sunday's definitely possible, yeah. Like, I do think it'll be next Sunday, personally, but I was wondering why this specific Sunday. Or do you think it's so the update is out for when the anniversary is about? Yeah, I think it'll be just after that, person. Plus 12th is also kind of the anniversary. I think 8th to 12th has been release dates. Was it 8th to 10th? It might have been 10th for PC, 8th for PS4 or something. Something like that. It's been 10 years. 50. Maybe do something different, seeing it is the 10th anniversary. I mean, they'll definitely do something different, but I don't think they'll change many things they're just used to doing. I think they do them for a reason, and there's no good reason to change it. So, like, as in releasing the emoji, I think they'll generally stick to how they do it, which I think is the weekend itself. I think they once released it on a Monday as well. An emoji. But I think that was only one time they released it outside the weekend. It's only one time I can remember, anyway. Top my wish list is multiple ecosystems on one planet. Yes, sub-biomes. That would be cool. It doesn't have to change fundamentals like hazards. Just have different planets and animals according to planetary zone. Running around on the same planet all day feels shallow. I mean, I think they've definitely improved that with the tessellation and stuff. Like, so, I don't know if tessellation, the topography. Like with the mountains and stuff. So, like the newer planets that came out in Worlds. Some of them can have massive mountains and plains and stuff like that. There's one particular planet, which I'll hopefully release at some point, that has an enormous mountain surrounded by a massive plains in all directions. It's amazing. I think that was like a big step in sort of sub-biomes, but obviously it's still lacking as opposed to what is possible. It's less sub-biomes and more I suppose mountains are biome, if you want to push it that way. I don't think they're too bothered with overlapping the community event, but the expedition did end last week, so it feels like a good time to drop it just for the actual anniversary. So, yeah, I don't So I agree that I don't think they'd be particularly bothered about overlapping it. But also, for that reason, I also don't think there's any reason for them to overlap it. We've had varying breaks between expeditions and updates before. Like anywhere from 0 seconds to 6 weeks, or actually like 2 or 3 months, wasn't it? I think, or 2 months. So nothing they've said there particularly like convinces me my opinion to change at all. But I mean, obviously that's not your job. You don't need to. Like, it's good to have varying opinions, because then, like, if it comes out this week, you can tell them to suck it. Also got a time this week, so prefer to get it done right now. Yeah. There's definitely sort of the will to want it. Like, actually, for me personally, if it came out this coming week, it would clear up something important for me, a decision I need to make, because the potential for it coming out in the last week of August really messes with me. And if I can know for sure it's not going to come out in that week, that makes a certain decision really fucking easy. Well, way easier. All planets should be colder at the poles, for example. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd love that. I mean, dropping on the 12th would make sense, to drop it between the release on the PS4 and Steam. But yeah, I mean, that just, I've been thinking about it, and that just seems the most likely to me. Like, I'm not saying it's definitely going to release there. I just think it's like 80% likely for me, like my own opinion. I think 26th is very unlikely, but it's like 5%, maybe 15% for the 19th. Personally, I think it's pretty. I suppose it's 1% for September plus, or less. I think it's really fucking unlikely. I got a weird feeling that we get Light No Fire news also this month. So yeah, I think the anniversary. Actually, so if it releases this coming week, then the anniversary might have something like No Fire. I don't think, I've stuck with this line of thinking for a while now. I don't think the 10th anniversary Light No Fire is going to overlap too much. They might give us a trailer. They might give us a release date, but I think that's probably unlikely. If they give us a release date, I think it will be a week or two after the anniversary update is released. So my reasoning for this is that they gain nothing from packaging these two things. Packaging the No Man's Sky up 10th anniversary with Light No Fire. They might do it, but I can't see them gaining much from doing that instead of just slightly separating it. Because they're going to get a massive amount of hype for the 10th anniversary. They'll get a massive amount of hype for Light No Fire. But most of that hype is shared. So they're not really going to gain much by having both of them together, I don't think. Yeah, so yeah, Beebs, like as Beebs said, I don't think they want to overshadow NMS Anniversary with Light No Fire. Yeah. Heyo there, Mr. Zane, the Atomic Pain. How's it going, Scar? I think they'll be aiming to release it as close to the anniversary. Well, yeah, so that's why 5th or 12th was good. I just thought the 12th was better because the 9th is a perfect time for them to release the emoji. So, like, I think before a lot of people came on, I was saying I think that the 9th at around 7 or 8 p.m. UK time, because the event's at 7, the player one. I think that is a perfect time for Sean to thank everyone, because I think he will in some way. He'll acknowledge it and then release the emoji, or although he might even separate that as well. I don't see. It's not something they've done, like combining these things. And it's like the meetups, the player meetups, like that we have in Guildford. They've never appeared there. And there are many reasons for this, I'm sure. I think one of them is that it's like, it's a player thing. If they go there, it's not going to be, it stops the players from interacting with each other and becomes the players interacting with them specifically. So they become the center of attention, which I don't think they are a fan of anyway. But instead, they subtly support it by always putting some money behind the bar for a tab. And it's like it's a substantial amount. It's enough for everyone to drink free for the night. Like, that's what it's been the last couple of years I've been. They sometimes drop a cake off, and it's a really nice cake. It's probably fucking expensive as well. And then drop off some merch for everyone as well. And they do that well before everyone turns up. So it's just like they give it to the owner of the establishment to pass on to the person who's setting up the event. So it's like a support thing in the background. They don't overlap things. Anyway, that's just my thinking on the whole thing. I suppose, I'm speculating. I finally speculated, guys. Good lord. And it took 10 years. She just gets it, yes. I've got all the thanks I need from Mr. Sean Murray. Thank you very much. It comes in the shape of an entire decade. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like, I'm not saying I need thanks or anything. Like, and well, I'm not the one to be thanked anyway for this. But like this player event thing, the only thing I've done is released a small short that took me like 40 minutes to make. That I meant to put out last Sunday, but I didn't put it out the other day, just so people know about it. But like, I'm not the one organising it. I have nothing to do with it. I expect he will thank the community for showing their appreciation. That's what I mean. Adrian, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. Clip it, highlight it, post it as a short. Yes. Actually, yeah, damn it. What the hell, how far are we into it? 17 minutes, I need to note down. This is something I've been wanting to do for ages. I've been wanting to actually put clips of my fucking streams out there because I probably should. That's what people who successfully stream do. So I could put 16 minutes. Just note a timestamp. Thanks for that about it from a short. Oh, hell's yeah, awesome. Yeah, Beebs has done a short. He's also a couple of weeks ago. I didn't want to do mine right around then because obviously if we just pile them on at the same time. But Beebs also done a longer video as well yesterday, I believe it was. So check that out if you if you want. I was going to say if you want more information. I don't know if there's more information. Well, he talks about his opinion on it and stuff, so yeah, check it out. And what's good now? It's really hard to know. Right. Yeah, it is. It's definitely hard to know. But like, they definitely follow a number of patterns. And I think I've become pretty good at predicting these things at this point. But I don't know. We'll see. There is a fun in predicting the date, at least, I find. The Metal Masters behind us. The Metal Masters bind us no more. We are free. We may swim, fly, live, die. The void egg quivers as the quivering egg as the lilting music of the alien ship fills my cockpit. It is a motion of recognition. Filling my cockpit. Bloody hell. That's interesting. What are we doing here? Are we getting a nutsack ship? Yeah. We've probably got into the Timegate though shortly, but we're going to get past that Timegate and then do Dreams of the Deep. I need to get a drink in as well because my throat is already parched from all this talking. I think Yuzu Slash will do. I have 2 tubs of Castlevania coming tomorrow. I also have a tub of PewDiePie. Well, it's just Lingonberry now. There's another one. Oh yeah, Hype Sauce. I've got a Hype Sauce coming, which I think is raspberry lemonade. Sounds good. And then I've got one more. They had a G Fuel had a buy and get on free. I think it actually might have ended to last night or something. Oh. But there's buy and get on free on. So I ordered a few of the tubs I have a lot. And Castlevania I'm pretty much run out. And it's one of the best ones. Guava and pineapple. And I got a double tub buy and get on free set, which is a mystery one. Which I'm curious. Yeah, got to try that random flavours. The Hype is always fun, even though Expedition might not be the best. Yeah, yeah. This next Expedition was fun. It had some refund aspects. I think they fucked it up a bit, but you know, can't do everything perfectly. My expectation, the big update with Twitch drops. Oh yeah, same. I think big update, probable expedition. I don't see why they wouldn't. Twitch drops. Hopefully the expedition will be 1 to 2 weeks after the update. They did that last year, if I remember correctly. And it's much better to have the week break. Hopefully it comes out on the 12th or the 5th, but not late than the 12th, and then the expedition is the 19th. Because again, if it's the 26th, that fucks with shit for me. I really hope it's not that. Yeah. My expectation is a big update with Twitch drops, and just look at that space tart wagging its rockets at you, clearly asking for it. Filth. It's been some hope for different with new Twitch drops. I mean, I don't see how they wouldn't do Twitch drops for the 10th anniversary. They do 1 to 2 Twitch drops a year. They've done 1. I don't see why they wouldn't do it for the biggest update potentially ever. It seems they were experimenting with the last expedition so they could change how expeditions work. I didn't get much of an impression of experimentation. For me, I felt that they wanted to do something, and expeditions held a format that allowed them to do it, but it wasn't made for what they wanted to do. So they just did this event they wanted to do within the confines of the expedition format. That's the impression I got anyway. The song of the ship, this creature fills my starship, spilling from circuit to circuit, flooding my computer. Turning Indian. As the actually, I won't carry on Indian. As the music fades, I hear a faint echo, a gently hummed response. The void. Boo, boo, doo, doo. So, got to go back to the galactic mappadoodles. New weapons on corvettes was odd that they were absent in the last expedition. I think the reason the corvettes were absent was due to... So you could mess about with spacewalking and the Hive of Glass and stuff. They patched a bunch of stuff, but you could still mess about with it. I think you could get inside the Hive of Glass and everything, spacewalking. I don't know if that had something to do with it. Or also the fact that it's hard to show colours on a corvette properly. And that was a big part of it. Did Anne Rice write that script? Who's Anne Rice? Oh, it is that one. Yeah. Yogcast, cousin of the Yogs cast. Yo, Anton, by the way. Good to see you. Well, I mean, some Twitch drops that long-term players do not have and can use. I think the only ones we don't have, long-term players don't have and can use, are going to be like ships and multi-tools and pets. They always are, aren't they? The buildables and the customizations are always stuff that already exist, whether it's from Quicksilver or previous expeditions. It would be cool though, and if they're ever going to do it, this is the one to do it. Having one special one for getting like 3 hours on any of the 5 days to get one specific special thing, that would be cool. Cool idea. I doubt they'll do it, but it's a cool idea. I figured they didn't want people pulling their Star Destroyers into the anomaly, crashing people's games. That's a good thought. Yeah, that might have been one of the aspects too as well, because that does make sense. Because the anomaly was required, wasn't it? And the whole point of it was multiplayer. So that makes sense. It's the void egg frequency. Doo-doo-doo bum. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, man. I just realised I was talking at a time, so I didn't actually mention it. Thank you, Balafall, man, for continuing to support with Prime, man. Very much appreciated, dude. 19 frickin' months, man. Else, yeah, thank you, dude. I can't believe it's already been a month since you last resubscribed. I thought that was only like the other week. Right, there it is. The approximate location, can I find out with this? It doesn't want to let me. Not giving me. I thought the H thing, you know, the Starbirth, thought it was supposed to give me like a closer result or something, or was that something else that does that? So in that case, anyway, well, we can just get out of the thing and look while we're in the ship. Oh god. So a statue with 3 races in the Traveller to celebrate 10th anniversary. That would be so good. I love that idea. That's really cool. Yo, Scott, how's it going, man? There were also a lot of griefers on planets, so a Corvette could make it easy for them to grieve. True, yeah, another one. There are many reasons to not have the Corvette in it. What's the latest on Line of Fire? Totally not asking because I'm jonesing for some multi-biome planets. Latest is nothing new. The latest was the thing 2 years ago, or whatever, or 3 years ago now. The announcement trailer. Split second before CD started skipping. Oh, what's that? Holy flip! The audio compression that just happened when you were using the final countdown song. Oh god. Well, that's no good. Just literally bloody behind us. Oh, so I think they will. Let's get that off. I think I'll make a good quest hunt. Oh, right. I need to scroll up things so I can catch up with this chat. And weapons are absent in the latest expedition. Some sort of chip that moves the supercharged slots one space at a time would make a good quest hunt. So yeah, one thing that I think is more likely they do is a randomizer. So an item that is one-time use that allows you to re-randomize the supercharged slots. Now, I suppose that would be even more powerful than what you're saying, because it would almost certainly be something that you could just reload after and redo, or to a seed. As long as they separated that seed from the technology using seed, then that could be something they could do. Could get expensive though, taking forever to get the quad. But I mean, people just dupe the item anyway. So I mean, yeah, there's like people will always find a way. In the same way they can just save edit the 4 slots together now, so we don't need to worry about that being a thing. It's going to take like 5 days. So Starbirth well, which is why we'll be doing Dreams of the Deep immediately after we've done this. I think they should do a thing like the setting where Corvettes over a certain total part count just get rendered an orb in the anomaly. If you want to try to load a Corvette over the limit, you could walk up and touch the orb. Otherwise, just that's a good idea. Yeah, Toxic. I like it. Baseline of fire is that there is no fire lit. Yes, as Beeb said, no fire lit yet. The fires of Gondor are currently chilling. Oh. Somewhere around here. There it is. Oh, don't land, you sausage. Click the wrong fucking button. Sons of bitches. Son of a biscuit. You biscuit bitch. Oh wow, that makes me laugh. It does. By the way, the next video you will see on my channel will have been edited by DaVinci Resolve. I finally got rid of Adobe. Well, I've still got it till the 17th. So I've paid for it till the 17th. I've got me some DaVinci Resolve, and I'm looking forward to learning some new editing techniques. Also many legged creatures. There are up to 6 at the moment, but it would be cool to come across some 20-legged centipede space cow with horns. So yeah, some of the sandworms, the titan worms, are essentially centipedes. But it would be cool to have, yeah, some like actual centipede ass dudes. That'd be crazy. What date are we teaming up again? 9th. 9th at 6 p.m. UTC, which is 7 in the UK. It is 2 p.m. on the East Coast of America, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. I believe it's 6 a.m. in New Zealand. It's 2 a.m. in Philippines. It's 9 p.m. in Romania, I think. I don't know anymore. I think it'd be cool to add more enemies, scary parts to the game. Yeah. I tried to install DaVinci, but I think my laptop didn't like it because nothing ever happens after opening the install file. That's weird. Has your laptop got a graphics card, or is it like built in and stuff? Or is it just old? Or I like seeing mechanical creatures of the sea and air get added. Robo goats are cool and all, but why not more? All the salt, man. It's going to rust them. Archive of Corvex Prime. Retrieval in progress. Oh, Alzheimer's. Have they fixed the Pokemon battles in VR? For me, the menus were broken last time. I do not know. Sorry. Log follows. Partial success achieved. The bridge allows the implantation of consciousness shards within the discrete shells. Unit remains connected to greater mind. Sensory inputs fully shared. Attempts to localize sensory input cause traumatic depression. Suspect biological core required. Root sensory experience in bodily experience to improve stability. What the hell did I just read? Root sensory experience in bodily experience to improve stability. System must have local control. Experimental synthesis unit operational. Awaiting biogenesis material. The plague replay. The plaque, not plague. I've misread so much today. Replays more data than before the destruction of Corvax Prime. These researchers were building something, a biological shell, an individual manifestation of their own convergent minds. The pulsating core, giggity. These machines were built to synthesize. Oh, wrong voice. These machines were built to synthesize life from advanced technology, and once again supplied with the plans required, pushed on down this path by those who tried before. The Lord. Need to get that. It's Zap Brannigan. That's the voice I need to do. One of the plans, it's for the novel multi-tool upgrade, the Solar Ray. Ah, is this because I need some liquidy sunny goodness? And then I need to pulsate my core. Let's see. Yeah, all internal. I have replaced the battery and I've had it since 2020. It was top of the line then. Oh, it was top of the line then. When all internal. No, so what I mean is, does it have a graphics card, or is it an APU that basically runs the graphics from the processor? Unless it's a gaming one that specifically says it has like an RTX 2060 or something, it's going to be an APU. I've got Zap's voice down. The creatures should be able to protect you after you tame them. I think they'll hunt around you. I think they will. Like, your companions will already attack ones that are aggressive to you, I think. Hasn't that always been the way? So let's see if you've got the stuff to build the stuff. Do you have the thing to build the thing? Oh, right. So, someone mentioned it last week because it had only come out just before last week's stream. The Resident Evil movie trailer. I finally watched it last night. So, before, I was under the mind of I'm not particularly interested in this because it's a Resident Evil movie that's separate from the canon. Built by... the story itself is something the writer and director had in mind before it was anything to do with Resident Evil. It was just a horror movie, and it's been adapted to fit in the Resident Evil franchise to get more viewers because putting the Resident Evil name on it, which made me not give a shit about it. I watched the trailer. It looks fucking amazing. Holy crap, I'm looking forward to that movie. It looks really good. Don't expect it to be in the lore canon. Like I'm not expecting that, but that trailer feels like it has got the friggin'. It feels like it's got the feel of Resident Evil. Multiple things in that movie felt like Resident Evil, like in the trailer. Like he finds a shotgun in someone's living room on like the wall, like a display one. He then searches a house, finds a typewriter, of course, where he can get a save point. But he also, I think next to the typewriter or something, he finds some shotgun shells in just a desk drawer, in a box of shotgun shells in a drawer. That's the most Resident Evil thing in existence. Just shotgun shells in random drawers, nowhere near guns. Like, yeah. And there's one scene around that time in that trailer that looks so good. I'm not going to say what the scene is, but you'll know which one I mean when I say, like, running. Yeah. So if you watch the trailer, I'd recommend it. I'm excited for that movie. I really am. I think it's September. It's releasing. Watch the fuck out of that. We've got the answers now. The creature will protect you about as efficiently as your squadron protects you. Oh, okay. Oh, so it has got NVIDIA 1650. That I'm not sure what that is, but it's definitely not like a proper mega gaming one. It might be a specific for laptops one. 1650. Budget-friendly graphics card featuring 4GB of VRAM, the Turing architecture, and 75-watt power draw. So yeah, it's super low profile and everything. However, it's a Turing card. It's got Turing architecture. 4GB. It's got its own VRAM. Like, it's not a beast, but it's not bad. It's definitely better than having built-in graphics. Yeah, that shouldn't have any problem fucking running DaVinci and using it on it. So yeah, I don't know why DaVinci Resolve doesn't load on your laptop. It makes no sense to me. I just Google a lot until I found out why. Because, but basically, when it comes to these things, if you've had this problem, someone else has had this problem, it's 100%. You are never the first person who's had this problem and are trying to troubleshoot it. Chances are, someone had this problem a few months ago and went onto a forum because they couldn't find answers themselves. Someone on that forum likely helped them, and they either helped them fix it, or the person came back later and said how they found out to fix it. That is almost always the case. You can almost always find someone. You just need to cleverly phrase your Googling, although Googling's so much easier now with AI. So, companions will only retaliate melee attacks, like those from aggressive creatures, and some of the Centaurs. Companions will not retaliate. Centaurs are only capable of ranged attacks. Oh, you say yeah, they won't attack Centaurs. I didn't consider that you'd want them to do that as well. I feel like it'd be weird for like a ferocious beast to bite metal though anyway. I suppose if you had a robotic companion, it makes sense. But also, if you want to help with fighting Centaurs, you should get a Minotaur with the AI pilot. Take a dive into it. I don't know, I know it isn't. It took a few seconds. I did an initial search and didn't find any luck, but this might be the kick I need to try again. Yeah, I mean, from everything I've seen of Resolve, it's better than Adobe. The only reason I hadn't already switched was because I know Adobe. I've never used Resolve. However, after watching 40 minutes of an hour and a half guide to Resolve, I'm pretty sure I could easily whip out a normal video in Resolve. No problems. Obviously, that's because I already have the knowledge of editing in Adobe. It's going to take a bit longer for me to get my head fully around using Fusion, but I've got a general grasp on the node aspect of it. Now, that same video went over the node in that 40 minutes. And it's a pretty good explanation. Node always confused me. I'd never probably looked into it, but it makes sense now. Yo, Sword! How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. Whip it out. Hope things have calmed down, man, for you. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything more than that, but like, yeah, hope things have chilled out a bit and are going better. to catch up again soonish. Minotaur attacks sentinels. Yeah, that's what I mean. So like having the Minotaur, I feel like that's the guard dog you want, really. Takes long to process, but should open. I was able to get my 750 Ti last year. Oh god, yeah. So yeah. Like anything at all, anything short, anything that's an actual card should work. So I don't know why it isn't. Right. So we need to make this. So I need to make the solar ray. So 50 magties and 50 cobalt. Do I have the means to make that in my inventory? I think I put everything away, didn't I? Like, this is all in my storage, so I'll just get out of the storage. Not really setting in the parking dock. Oh, not really. Sitting in the parking dock, vaping, but improving every day. Ah, shit, man. Well, I'm glad it's improving, though. That's, you know, that's huge. So, yeah. So, I think, was it 50 and 50? Sure. And 50. Lovely. Solar ray, let's go. We need, so 100 gold, 80 Mordite. Probably gonna need to get the Mordite. Yeah, it's Feasing from Mordite, not Mordite from Feasing, isn't it? Can someone type in the chat !refiner? I want the link to my own refiner page website so I can get it. Don't know why, it reminded me of you saying vaping, reminded me of my foam. I'm still on my foam. No nicotine for over a year now. Dang it, but I still sometimes use this. I actually often go days without using this now as well. By the way, this is just a it's refiner, sorry, Old Explorer, but thank you. All this is just a tube which has a bit of this peppermint oil on it. So it just kind of, you get the aromatic taste of peppermint. Thank you, Anton. It goes both ways. I have a lot of Fesium. Well, don't need all this there. So let's have a look. I'll look on the final list if I can't work it out quickly now. Yes, it does. 3 to 2. That's not too bad then. I'll just do all that and then take the rest out from the thing. Thank you. I haven't smoked since November. Feel great. Hell yeah, dude. Actually, one thing I noticed the other day, I realised I hadn't coughed in months. So, like, I used to cough multiple times a day, every single day, for like the last 15 years or something, or 25 years or whatever. Yeah, 20. Oh, God, nearly 25. Because, like, I smoked for like 15 and I vaped for nearly 10. And throughout all that time, coughing was just a normal thing. Just clear my throat or whatever. Cough. I hadn't coughed in months. It's just a weird thing. Oh yeah, I don't cough anymore. It's weird. Thing is, now I'm thinking about it, I want... Oh yeah. Math checks out. It's weird though as well, because I would say, for anyone who's wanting to quit, like, I was told this, and it actually didn't help me at all to hear this, but I'm going to add on to it. I was told that you'll never truly not be addicted. You'll always be addicted to it. Now, it's kind of true, but not in the way that that sounds. But like part of like that kind of bucked my willpower a bit, because I was thinking, well, what's the point if I'm always going to feel this addiction? However, it massively fades over time, like in a huge way. Like it's still fading for me now. I think about it less and less every day, even though it's been over a year now. I still occasionally think about it, but I think about it less. Like I'll sometimes go for like a week or so without even thinking about it. The first 3 or 4 days for me were hell. Like I had legitimate depression, like acute depression for like more than the first 2 days. And that was really bad. Then after like 2 to 4 days, it goes down massively. Then after like a couple of weeks, it's another big step down. After a month, it's another big step down. And then over time, it will just slowly fade. Really, really slowly. Just slowly go to nothing over time. I mean, I'll always think like, you know, I think now I could really enjoy it. But I don't really want it, if you get me. I know I'd enjoy it, but I don't want it. Yeah. I liked both Devo and Talking Heads. Devo and Talking Heads. Hi Zane, I remember when Devo came out. Devo, that one. There was a Talking Head back then. There was Futuring Fans, which was Bet for Devo or Talking Heads all the time. I could not figure out. I do not know anything about what you're talking about. I think about it when I've had a couple of beers. Yeah, that is the worst, especially. So that will also get way easier, man, over time. But like, yeah, when you're having beers, I didn't drink any alcohol for the. Like, I didn't go to. Like, I skipped like a friend's barbecue because, like, it would have been unpleasant. Like that's one of the only times a year I drink. I didn't drink for about 2 or 3 months after, because yeah, but like and then even when I did, it was still pretty rough. Like I did really want to smoke when I was drinking. Now I can drink and like I'll think about it and I think it would be nice, but I don't need it, you know. I have not smoked tobacco in 25 years. It absolutely fades. Yeah, to 0. Oh, that's good then. Because like I said, like, yeah, for me, it's getting really close. Like it's just way easier now than it was 2 months ago even. It's weird. Like, I could feel it going to pretty much that. Like, I'm at the point now that I can be around people smoking. It doesn't bother me at all. Be drinking and stuff. My father did say the first year, like once it's been about a year, like you're pretty much good. Like, I think he found it harder than I did, maybe. Because I did vape for 10 years after. He went straight from cigarettes themselves. So probably was harder. For me, it was 4 to 5 years. Now I have to leave the room if it's too smoky. It's fruity or reek now, yeah. Oh, smoke is so sharp smelling. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Like when I first went to vaping from smoking, my sense of smell improved so well. I could smell a smoker who just had a cigarette from a ridiculous distance. It was really weird. Like because I worked in a supermarket then, and like I was filling shelves one end of the aisle. And someone would walk past the other end of the aisle, and just as they're about to go out of view, I could smell the smoke from them. It was ridiculous. There was some music groups sing the song Wipe It and Talking Head sing the song Down the House. Ah. Also, I found my sense of taste got amazing as well. Like potatoes tasted so good after a week or two of not smoking. Right, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing any chat if possible. It's both ways. Mental freaking twin laser mounted T-Rex to the wind. Hails, yeah. Painful and retaliate. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm caught up. Sweet. Hello. And yo, dog person, how's it going? So we want 100 gold. We've probably got some things to refine down into gold, like these two. And we need the 80 of that. So we've got 44, so we need 36. Need just 5 more. Perfect. Perfecto. If you've ever heard talking heads, you need to check them out. You never heard? No, I mean, it sounds familiar, but I've no idea what it is. Like, as in, I've probably heard someone say it. That's it. It's a bit weird. We need some to give us gold. Hey, what the fuck? That's my rhodium and Herox in here, didn't I? There we go. Magno gold will give gold. Don't know why I picked up the Herox. Because you had said wipe it. Wipe it? What had I said wipe it to? I say I talk a lot of shit. You may not have noticed. I talk. I don't remember most of what I say. Right, let's go and get some living sun or whatever it is. Oh, hello. We got some Florida. What up, fellas? What do you think of Project Skyscraper? Oh, whip it. I don't know. I don't really know much about it because I was never really active with the Waking Titan and stuff, so I didn't really know much about it. I don't really know how it works or anything. So when this came up, I had a quick look at it, but I figured it would be better. Like everyone would be better off if I just left this to Cobra and Captain Steve, who are familiar with ARGs. So yeah, so I haven't really kept up on it. I think Magno Gold is just a typo. Oh, it should be Mango. Don't know why I'm running everywhere. I just need a deposit, I think, don't I? It's not too close. It'll do. Decent residual goop, give gold, muck to brass. Oh, nice. Shame no one saves the goop. Yeah, I never bother saving goop. So you could make gold from carbon dioxide and goop. Ah, goodness. Yo, John, how's it going, bruv? Good day, is it? Hope you're doing well, man. How's your Sunday happening? I just watch Good Guys free videos, and I was there for... Oh, and I also was not there for Waking Time. I think Cobra's come back for this, hasn't he? I know I saw him asking people if they want, like, the old podcast to return, but I don't know if he actually did. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, I hadn't noticed it much. Very well. You know what? Hell yeah. As we're getting closer to full, I can hear something. Is that a storm? Oh god, it's fire. I was going to get the rest of this and we can store some in our thingy for if we ever need it again. I think the flames are trying to consume me. By the way, for those who like the book recommendations, I started one last night called is it Inept Villainess? Basically, there's an anime, a new one, and There's 3 episodes there. I watched those and I was like, I want to read the book. So I'll look for the book. It's on Amazon. It is called Though I Am an Inept Villainess. It's just really chill. Like, the main character is hilarious and adorable. If you want, like, a super chill book. I mean, some dark stuff into it, but it's pretty, like, everyone lives happy ever after type thing, so. There we go. I've put my fan on because I'm getting a bit hot. Let me know if that messes with the sound of it. Right, cool. We got our shizzle. Let's go. Oh, by the way, so I normally give a quick blurb what it is. So, it's if you like Apothecary Diaries, you'll like this, but it's nowhere near as complex and stuff as that. So basically, it's set in, like, you know, old-ass China. It's set in the Imperial Palace. The main character is one of the maidens for the Crown Prince or whatever. And there's like the villainess or whatever uses like forbidden magic to like switch their souls between the bodies, and then yeah, so it's that kind of thing. It's pretty good. Like I said, super chill. Just wrapped up the Sorcerer's Stone an hour ago. Going to be watching and reading the books and movies with our niece and nephew, who are just old enough to read books 5 to 7 now. Because, oh, cool, that is in Harry Potter. I think Sorcerer's Stone is the American name for the first one, isn't it? Awesome, man. Hells yeah. Yeah, dude, the Harry Potter books are great. They were a gateway book for me. Like, I loved the movies, I really did. And then, I think it was by... I think it was Goblet of Fire, the movie had come out. And I just wanted more. So, I picked up Order of the Phoenix. I can't remember if I read Order of the Phoenix, then Half-Blood Prince, then read 1 to 4. That I'd already seen the movies. The first like 3 books or something are very just 1 for 1 with the movies. The books get really thick from 4 onward. There's a lot more in them than the movies, which is great. That's why I love books. More time to fill out the world building and stuff and characters. I don't know where it is actually. I have a gold leaf etched edition, cloth-bound edition of the 7th book, Deathly Hallows. Old Ash China was Ming Dynasty, wasn't it? Yes, something like that. So yeah. So like, and like, yeah. And so the whole thing is that the main character is stuck in the villainess's body after the villainess tried to kill the main one, so she's being charged with her own like attempted murder. Like, it gets some messed up stuff because there's like she has to undergo a thing called like the Trial of the Lion. I don't think it's really spoiler of me to say this because it's obviously she's the main character. Like basically it's like will the witch drown or float? It's like if the lion doesn't eat you, you're innocent. It's a starving lion. Stupid. Yeah, also Harry Potter, yeah. And yeah, so for us, it's the Philosopher's Stone is the name of the first one for us. I don't know why they named it Sorcerers. I've only seen 2 or 3 movies and never got past book 4 originally. Life happened and I moved on. Hadn't read nearly anything other than the work stuff for decades. Time for a change. Yeah, I think I read Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix on holiday in Spain. I remember because like, it was the one time like when we were older that me and my brother like me, my brother and my father all went to like the same place we used to go when we were younger. And my brother was really annoyed at me because I wouldn't go out with him like clubbing because I was just sitting there with a beer in the sun reading. It's like you come to Spain to read. I'm enjoying myself. This is like, it was peak, man. I loved it. I was just sitting in a beautiful like garden in Spain, like in a bit of shade, a cup like a beer next to me. I had more in the fridge, ice cold, and did I smoke? I definitely smoked then, but did I smoke in front of my family? I don't think I did. That might have even been the time when my brother's friend had seen me smoking and told my brother. My brother on that holiday told me that he knows I'm smoking and I've got, because we're quite young then, and I've got, he'll give me 6 months to tell our parents, myself, or he will. I did tell him in the end, but like, yeah. I remember in that time, I smoked on the holiday as well. However, I kept the cigarettes elsewhere. So, in this place where this is a place we always used to go when I was younger, like a timeshare, and there was a wall with a big hedge over it, and the hedge just came slightly over the wall. So I used to hide my cigarettes on top of that wall, just under the hedge, down the road from where we're staying. And no one ever found it, of course. But that was just where I stashed them. So then I'd go out for a walk, grab one of those, and have a cigarette. Then just enjoy a walk, and then spray some deodorant and stuff. This was a long time ago, man. I didn't realise it was that long ago. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff I want to read, aka reread from my childhood, and try and introduce them to the kids and T. Hells yeah, man. T says I'm a fast reader, but I always feel like I'm slow. Yeah, I get what you mean with that. Yeah, like it depends on the book, of course. So, like some of the ones I've read have been like the light novels, so have been like 180 pages. I read like I can read 3 of them in a day. But a usual one, if I'm not crazy into it, like as in like I was with those, then I can read a book in a day while still getting some of the stuff done. And not skipping meals and stuff, or sleep. Zayman, have you ever read C.S. Lewis' sci-fi trilogy? I have not, no. I actually have. I mean, I haven't got any C.S. Lewis. I was thinking that reminded me, I've got H.P. Lovecraft, the Cthulhu Mythos tales that I bought ages ago and never read. I should read that. I also got Dune, which I need to actually read. I still haven't read Dune. Like I said, Wingman by Mac Maloney is a good read. Wingman. So what's that about, Mark? They thought Americans wouldn't watch it because Philosophers makes it sound too clever for them. Bear in mind they had to call a film The Madness of King George because they called it George III. Americans wouldn't watch it because they hadn't seen George 1 or 2. That's quite funny. I was going to catch up on. So it feels like books 1 to 4 feels like a standalone series. After Cedric died, I felt like the whole series got darker and changed. It's like it's lost its innocence. Well, that's like a purposeful point, isn't it? Yeah, it's like Cedric dying is when it becomes really real, because that's the first time Harry actually really meets Voldemort as well. Because that's when Voldemort comes back. It's like the Dark Age is now upon us. The Demon Lord has been resurrected. You know, it's that was a turning point, probably the biggest. Speaking of NMS, should log on. My settlements have started to grow again. It took a couple of years. Way. I want some thermal protection to do. Right. So what else I missed? I saw a reader, and it seems to me I had read it. Oh, talk about books recommended by a book called The Wingman. So yeah, what's that about? And it starts 2 years after the nuclear holocaust. It's a good read. I'll write it down here. I can just give it a Google. So is it The Wingman or Wingman? Or just Wingman? Ooh. Charles. The book Wingman USA no longer exists anymore. It broke up into 3 or 4 stages. I do like that kind of thing. Cool. It's a pretty sweet classic retro sci-fi series. Books are out of Silent Planet, Paralandra, and The Hideous Strength. When I played NMS the first time, I got vibes from that. So, I tried when I was a kid with Discworld, but I never got into it. And I was told several years ago that I'm kind of too old to really appreciate it now. So I don't know. Is it worth getting into at my age, or? So C.S. Lewis sci-fi trilogy. So I'll write that as well. C.S. Lewis. Trilogy. Swish. Cheers for recommendations, chaps. If you have any other recommendations of stuff, definitely down for it. Especially good light novels. I'm a big fan of like isekais and stuff and fantasy in general. Right, can we make the thing now? We can! Huzzah! So now another day of maturation. Oh, I've got to go back to it first. Do-do-diddle-diddle-dum. Also, yeah, like, post-apocalyptic could be cool as well. Like, if Walking Dead, because I'm still not up to date on that, I still haven't watched it. So again, no spoilers if possible. Like, if that had a book series as opposed to a comic, I'd read the fuck out of that. Because originally, I tried just getting into manga. I've got some manga, I've got some good ones as well. Like, I can read it and I can enjoy it, but it's nowhere near as good as, like, written word. Like, it's just... When it's manga, I don't really pay much attention to the actual images. I just read the writing and flash look at the images. I don't really appreciate the art. I just want to read the story. I don't want to hang about looking at every frame. Whereas the books fill that in with words. And my brain fully fills out the thing. When it's all your imagination, I just remember all these books as movies. You know, you don't remember the words so much, or the text anyway. This world is world building in intricate detail, especially the human nature side of things. You may have been too young when you tried first. Plus, he's a master of walking you through a well-written scene, only to drop a surprise punchline on you at the end, which will leave you giggling perhaps. I mean, it can't hurt to read. Just try one of them. Even just like 3 chapters or something. 3-chapter test. I want to give it a go. Is there a good one you'd recommend starting with, Space Weasel? So Zane, you like Mass Effect? Yes. Have you read any of the novels that flesh out that world? That might be a niche. Ooh, I have not. I was considering checking out the Halo ones as well. Apparently that's got some really good lore that obviously the games never went into. Because when it comes to Halo canon, apparently the canon stops at Halo Reach is the last one, which is actually the last one I played. After that, it's all kind of made up game lore from like the different company. But like the original canon was kind of 1 to Reach from Bungie, and then some books which are a little. They've said the games are the canon, but that was by the people who made 1 to Reach, not the stuff after. Like apparently they changed up the whole like who the Forerunners are and stuff like that. Some of the books are written by the OG game writers. Cool. Cool, man. I'll start at the beginning. The Colour of Magic. It's about an inept, cowardly wizard. That sounds fun. So, Colour of Magic. Cool. Cheers, thank you. I've got like 5 series recommendations. Hells yeah. I'm not gonna be I don't think I'll be struggling for books for a while. Yeah, I'm trying to cut down on my books. Over the last few years I've read hundreds, multiple hundreds. I don't think I've broken 1,000 in like the last 3 to 4 years. But I did read like 400 in 1 year or something stupid. Or was it 250 or something? Like I said, a lot of these were like really short, like light novels or like 180 pages. But like one of the series was the Ascendance of Bookworm. And that has 33 books. I've read that entire series twice. One of my other favourite series is Mushoku Tensei. That has 26. I've read that twice. Yeah, and then there's like the Apothecary Diaries. I think I've read the first 14 of that. And then there's like thingies and blah blah. I was reading too much and not getting enough other stuff done. That's why I've been chilled out the last in this year. Awaiting biogenesis materials, insert thingy. As the machine begins to work, I feel the egg twitch within my exosuit. It is a responsible, I think it was 402 years. 401 years sounds insane. It must be. It must have been 250 and then 150 or something. Gotta be. It is reasonable for activating these machines. Its imprint is upon the life I'm creating. So I think, yeah, another 20-hour thingy. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. So, now we're on to Dreams of the Deep again. Okay, Zane, my specific recommendation would be Mass Effect Revelation. It's the first novel from 2007, written by Drew Carpenshin, OG writer. If you like that one, you'll read on your own from there. So, is that almost like the Mass Effect universe and story just alongside the games, or is it something that works around the games, as in you need to know the game lore? I know I've played the games, but I don't. There's going to be stuff I don't remember, like details. Or is it its own story set in that universe that fills out lore about stuff at the same time? So Revelation. So Mass Effect Revelation. Not sure how much reading I'm going to get done in this month. August and September is going to be so busy. So like that book that I was on about the inept villainess, I said I started it last night. I've already finished it. So I started that last night and I finished it already. Yeah, this is what I mean. So basically, like, you think, oh, it's really good to read books. Books are just TV. Just a different thing of it. It's not like... It's kind of like the fancy version of sitting in front of TV all day. It's not good, man. It's like, I already started the second one just for the stream. But I need to get some work done after the stream, so I can't continue, damn it. Oh. Got a few pages in for the stream. Yo, Dark Lord. How's it going, man? Good days of deuces. Oh yeah, as Doc said. So next week I have a special stream planned. It's actually Dark Lord's idea. It's a really cool stream. However, probably also going to be doing. What time is it? Oh, is it? Is it because it's a new month, Dark Lord? I think Dark Lord's suggesting it's something to do with dice. Yeah, right. Okay, right. I shall roll them. Move my thingy here. Two, 5, 6. Do you still want me to re-roll? Crap. Bones down. Do you still want me to re-roll the lowest? Yeah. I mean, sure. Well, I mean, yes or no. It's like definitely take a photo of that because the roll turned to a 6. I'm doing it from up high so you can see. Yes, 566. Let's make sure this photo. Yep, shows it. For those who don't know, in the live chat, the dragon is a 6 because it's die with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a dragon. Chat. There we go. See, you can see. Yes, it's very rough writing because I was writing basically holding it in the air. So Mass Effect Revelation. God, it looks like a child wrote that. Like sexy, I'm just writing like this under my mic, can barely see. Wingman. As long as I can understand what it says, it was fine. All right. Don't judge, you bastards. How's it? What's the rule? What do you mean? What's the rule? Sorry. Oh, do you mean that it's? Well, the rules for the rolling that you've said would mean this is 5 plus 24. Holy shit, that's 29, dude. Double the 6s, yeah. Like, fucking hell. I didn't realise I'd gone so high. Maths. Double right. I think so. Yeah, what? I feel like you're hinting at something different, but I don't know what you mean. But yeah, like that's a pretty friggin' huge amount. Oh god. Holy crap, he did it. Good god, Dark Lord. Thank you, Dark Lord, for the frigging 29 gifts. That is a huge amount. I didn't realise. Obviously, I know double 6s is going to be big. At least it wasn't 666. Fucking hell. But yeah, thank you, man. Shall I? Oh, I didn't realise I had contraband on me. I don't care. Yeah, you can have it. Wait a minute. Isn't this abandoned? I surrendered it, you fuckers. Fine, you die, bitch. I surrendered, you bastard. Now you die. Apparently, these are really hard to kill. Why is this so hard to kill? There we go. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm just going to leave here now. What you want? A Dr. Jack C. Haldeman set on aboard the giant advanced training ship called the Star School. Going from one planet to the next planet. Yeah. Right. Okay. Got away from that. Right, I'm going to pause while I tend this. Dark Lord, man, thank you, dude. That's crazy, man. 29 freaking gift subs is immense. I genuinely really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Good God. What level even Hype Train did that push that to? It must be a big fucker. 7, yeah, freaking level 7 hype going from the start. Ridiculous. Thank you, Dark Lord, man. I really appreciate it. That is insanely generous of you. And welcome to Ribjegris? Ribjegris? I have no idea how to say your name, but Rib, welcome. Black Hunter, 1212, Overlord Furzan, E Camps, Koto Olo Block, Chewit Dude, Jones Man, Relentless, Grunchy Cakes, Rogue Gorilla, Audrey Fox, Emily, AI Stark, Iron Elk, Darky Jawa, probably not supposed to say it that way, but welcome. Paradigm Beta, Xylopila, Midnight Oil, Wreck Games, Dawn, Jamorden, Scotty Doug, Barefoot Cookie. That's an interesting name. I like that. Starwind, Never On. Oh, what's that? So, Never On Nor Even. Never On Nor Even. Solitary Jerk. Now, either that person is an asshole or he does. I mean, I feel like Solitary Jerk is redundant. So you expect someone to be alone when they're masturbating, but no. Bushwicker Man, Mutter Monster, and Will the Third. Hell to you. And Nanoplasm, dude, subscribing with Prime. Thank you kindly. Consider 29 better than 54. Yeah, because I feel fucking bad, man. 54. Like, that was insane. You did 48 recently, which was ridiculous. Thanks to triple 16, you mentalist. Thank you, Dark Lord, man. That is incredibly generous of you, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate it. You, sir, are a legend. Bloody hell. I feel bad about this because that re-rolling the lowest was like an extra rule you put in after a while. It's like that has it's made the number bigger a number of times. Thank you, Darkle Man. Very much appreciate, dude. They're an unpleasant person and predominantly alone. Ah. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I missed any stuff. Oh yes, you said it's about another book. There Is No Darkness by Jack C. Yo, bits, dude! Oh shit! Nano, thanks for the 100 bits. And Led63, dude, thanks for the 1,000 bits, man. Very much appreciated, dude. Wait a minute. I was wondering what that sound was. That was so much different. That was a really weird sound. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, man. I really appreciate that, dude. Sounds to the air. Oh, write this down before I forget. So, there is no darkness. Putting slightly more effort into making this neater this time, just in case you guys see it. Listen to this. Right, thank you again, guys. This has been that is incredibly generous. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The bunch of mentalists. Where are we supposed to go for this? Is it in another? That's the. Oh, should we go back to? We were in Pipoli Reed, weren't we? Should we go back to that? That's what we were doing before. Oh, hub drive has no fuel. Let's just walk there then. I mean, I should actually have hyper fuel on me. Cool. I do. Ah, well. Good Daisy does it. Oh yes, so the thing next week, there's also a good possibility that we will be doing a group thing with the boys. Just as the event starts, like at 7 my time, so 6 UTC, 6 p.m. UTC. So the event that Dark Lord came up with, I don't know if it will take more than 2 hours, which means I might start earlier so we can get the whole event in, but we'll see. I need to finish doing the setup for that so I know really kind of roughly how long it's going to take. It might be doable in like, I mean, I want to, because I talk, as you guys already know, I talk a lot of shit like all the time, so like everything takes forever on stream because I'm always talking about fucking food and shit. And I'll go into a 30-minute ramble about how like, I don't know, this feature in the game was a thing and that's what people do with it or something. I think we all know that's very me. Plus I think chat's going to be busy that day, so I'll probably be talking to chat a lot as well. Well, which is where my ramblings generally come in. But... So, which is our base? That one? That's on Propeller Reed. Choo choo, baby. Oh yeah, I need to open the hype chest. I keep forgetting to do that. Winnie her meme emote. We have a cow emote. Adorable. Twitch hype train. Oh wow, there's so many in my Twitch hype train because you guys are always doing those trains. There we go. Oh, we'll have 3. Let's go. It's a little cow. Oh no, wait, it actually shows. I've only just realised this. It shows the special Twitch emotes in the restream chat. That's cool. On the screen, I like that. And Shadaisy, right? Sweet. Hella. This is a nice planet, this is. The question is, where did I put that friggin' thingy down? The, what's-a-doodles? Dark Lord, did you put that there? Because I know Dark Lord put these flags here. In the base owned by a sage, he put royal flags about him. YFW, I have no idea what that means. So in my head, it means you're fucking welcome. But it probably doesn't mean that. The emojis of flame. Wait, what emojis of flame? So YFW, what does that mean? New exped? No, not yet. We haven't yet. Oh, your face went. Oh god. I do like that. So like that, the emoji Space Weasel's using is a special one I made for Void Eggs. It was what was it, Mr. Void or something? Because I created a character that would be like the tip character, you know, just like the paperclip from Windows. So like this was Mr. Voidy or whatever it was. So it was a Void Egg with that face on it, and it was like, did you know? In the videos, I'll put it in a few. And I think I made some graphics for the Discord as well. But I don't think people are really into it, so I stopped it. So let's just go to water, I guess, and hopefully we'll be able to pull in our dude. Good placement now. Let's find some water. Fucking water, mate. You need some fucking water. Have you got any water? Can I summon it down there, I wonder? Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Hey, I can, Hella. Wait. Kind of scoop makes my heart go boom boom. Something kind of poop makes the scooper doo. Boop a doopy doo. Something building boop boop. The annoying thing is I've no idea where I left that pad. I built a pad on the seafloor to get the thingy and just left it without a base, so I've no idea where it is. I'll never find that again. Taking up residence in my save file. That's what it was. Something in my scoop makes my hat go poop poop. Here is a random item on my desk. This, my friends, is a little funnel. It is. Should it go this way or this way? Which way should this go? That way. This is a little funnel for putting spices in little jars. How cool is that? It's silicon. Good save. But I feel like the spices might like get caught in this, the ground ones. I bought a pack of 12 mini mason jars, you know, the ones with the clips for the lid. They're 120ml. They're really little diddy ones. They're so cute. Because I think spice jars are generally hold about 120ml anyway. It's perfect for putting my normal spice in. I've got some bigger ones that I have my other stuff in. Like, I buy cumin in like a 0.5 kilogram pot because I use so much of it. Same with garam masala. And I've got some like, I got some coriander seeds again recently. I've got like a nice, I'm basically collecting little like different shaped like clip jars and stuff for like my spices and shit. I like it. I can't find where I put my black cardamom though. Really annoying. Don't know where they've gone. Got my pre-browned flour for my roux in a 1/2 litre clip mason jar thing. And another one with normal flour for when I'm cooking, just scoop out, make a roux, happy days. Scoop it. Actually, this is how obsessed I am with cooking. When I house sat for my brother, when I went on holiday a month or two ago, it was in June. I house sat for them because their dogs were like freaking out about going to the kennels. And there was the people who normally looked after them couldn't. And they lived a fair distance away from me, so he basically picked me up and my PC in his van, and we drove down, and because I don't drive, and I basically he just ordered a load of food in for me, and I basically just house sat for like 11 days or something. I didn't even get any work done, but I watched a lot of Clarkson's Farm and did a lot of cooking and played with the dogs. And because I'm so obsessed with cooking that I took with me my spices. So I took like curry powder, Kashmiri chili powder, turmeric, cumin, garam masala, bay leaves, ghee, some lentils, chipotle chili powder, Mexican oregano, I made up chili, and a few other things. I had to, man. Oh, I also took my favourite pan because he's got a lot of scratched non-stick ones. So and I don't like using pans that have got like non-stick flakes potentially coming off. So like I took my favourite pan, which is like a heavy-bottomed stainless steel pan, both sides with aluminium, like it's aluminium cladded in stainless, like a really nice heavy bottom. Like it's like my curry pan. I use it generally for curries and dals and stuff. Like you can do anything in it. It's great. Love it. Oof, non-stick with scratches go to go. Yeah. I think they're gonna get new pants. So like, we see why you bought one with you. Right, let's do this. Oh, nice. Gently, gently. He's got 3 kids, so like things don't stay in pristine condition. Like wooden spoons go in the dishwasher. Anything that can possibly put in a dishwasher, even if you shouldn't, goes in it. So handles get like ruined and stuff. But it still works generally. But enough fuel. Can I make more? I can. Huzzah! Then I had a house set of my sister one time, had gone out of town for a week, and I found out she had a freezer full of ice cream. So you guess what I did? He asked me if I wanted steaks and stuff, but I was like, oh, I don't need fancy stuff like steak. It's fine. Get me some minced beef, and he got more bacon than I was ever going to eat. Like some sausages and stuff and eggs. Like I had to cook breakfast every day, like sausage, bacon, eggs. And then I pretty much only really eat twice a day. So pretty much that, and then I just made a main meal. Like 3 days in a row I had like chili, because I just made a big chili and stuff. I generally I like eating affordably, even if it's someone else's food and money. Like, eating fancily is a legitimate treat, I think. I think it needs to be a treat, even if you can afford to eat fancy every day. You don't eat your favourite thing every day, because then it just becomes meh. You know? Like, I only go to, like, my favourite restaurants a few times a year. Like, I probably go to my favourite sushi restaurant, like, once every year or two. It costs about 50 quid every time I go. And that's holding back, because it's not a cheap place. But, like, that's also why I only go, like, once a year or two. You know? Going so rarely helps you enjoy more. One of my favourite meals is steak au poivre, which is basically steak in a peppercorn sauce. I make it in a peppercorn brandy and mushroom sauce. So, like, I'll cook the steaks, and then I cook steak in the Heston Blumenthal method. So first of all, it needs to be ribeye, because ribeye's peak. I salt and pepper the steaks, even though they say you shouldn't pepper it, but I've never had trouble. It's never burnt for me. I'll then have a screaming hot pan with butter that basically, I've never had the butter burn either doing this. It does brown, but it doesn't burn. Because I cook it quite quickly. I want it like medium rare at best. I'll turn the steak every 5 to 10 seconds, and every so often I'll like move the steak around, so you know you don't have a load of butter that's gonna burn the milk solids either. The thing stayed too long. Then you get a crust without it overcooking the center. Once that has just reached rare, I'll then take the steak out, put it between, like in a dish with another dish on top, just to rest. I'll then do the mushrooms in the fond from the steak. I'll saute the mushrooms in the brown butter and fond. I'll then put the mushrooms on top of the steaks, which will then just feed more juice and stuff into steaks. Then I'll use the fond that is now again, I'll deglaze with brandy, quite a bit of it as well. It's quite a bit of brandy. I'll then put a load of cream in, and I'll then simmer the cream and brandy mix down until it goes thick almost instantly once it starts to, and it gets a kind of like a light browny colour instead of white as it goes thicker. Also, I crack a Cajun amount of black pepper. And then once that's thickened down, then you're ready to basically serve. Obviously, I tend to have that with chips, So fries, chips, whatever. And peas and sweet corn, also a few onion rings. Put the steak on, and then just put the sauce on top. That shit's good, man. It's one of my favourite meals. The other one is cottage pie, or shepherd's pie. Whichever. Why can't you put a wooden spoon in dishwasher? They warp. So, the wooden spoons, if you put them in dishwasher, you'll notice that over time, the wood starts to almost splinter a bit, and they can warp as well and crack. But you'll notice that even if they don't warp or crack, the outside of the wood will start to fray almost a bit, and it gets a bit rougher. I have, because it dries it out, it takes all the oil out. So, like, I have some wooden spoons that are they're really old. Like, I've got one that's like 30 years old. It's like a really old one from like when I was younger. I like it's the perfect spoon for. I always use it for beans, so for anything in a small saucepan. It's like a small wooden spoon. It is the smoothest wooden spoon in existence because its wear has just like polished it over time. And it's a beautiful piece of wood to feel. Like, it feels really nice. Like, you shouldn't soak wooden spoons in water. You shouldn't leave them to soak. At least not for long. And just remember that wood generally has natural antibiotic properties, which is why wooden chopping boards are better. Like, you don't need to oil your wooden spoons generally. I mean, it can't hurt. But I find like a wooden spoon will last a lifetime if you just don't, treat it terribly. Open on 6 weeks kind of just set of those. Sister one time, it was a big fruit too. Wooden. I just wonder why she had stopped asking me to house it anymore. Yeah, you read all the good shit. Antibiotic resin or something. I don't know. It's not antibiotic, like antimicrobial. I don't know if that's the same. So let's just Google, see what Google says. Antimicrobial properties of wood. Wood possesses natural antimicrobial properties driven by its porous capillary structure, chemical extractives like tannins, and moisture-absorbing traits that cause trapped pathogens to dry out and die. How wood fights microbes. Capillary action. Wood fibers pull moisture away from the liquid-borne bacteria, starving them of the water they need to multiply and survive. Chemical extractives and natural compounds inside the wood, such as tannins, phenolic acids, and essential oils, actively inhibit or kill bacteria and fungal cells. Species variation. Hardwoods and conifers like oak, pine, maple, and cherry demonstrate higher efficacy in reducing bacterial counts compared to other materials, and general consensus. Most users and experts on platforms are ready to agree while wood has intrinsic properties that reduce bacterial viability over time, proper physical cleaning with hot soapy water remains vital food. Oh yeah, I mean, you obviously need to clean it properly. But the point is, like, if you have plastic chopping boards, over time, those cuts that you've created by using it with a knife that stick around, bacteria get in those cuts. So what big kitchens do, like professional kitchens, not only do they replace them regularly, but they also regularly bleach the living fuck out of them. So like they just soak them in a shit ton of bleach, like all the time. Most people who have plastic boards don't do this. Like, you can see sometimes that a dishwasher isn't enough, is it? Sometimes you get some stuff in the cracks. Like, it's not stuff you can see until like you just get like a faint black line or something. But I scrub mine, plastic ones. I don't like them. It's just that I haven't really got enough wooden ones. Like, and wooden chopping boards are fucking expensive, man. A really good one. Like a good wooden chopping board's £100 at least. Now, if you really want really good food safety ones, Japan have done some really good ones made from a synthetic rubber. So no microplastic bits chopping into your food all the time. And they're really food safe because it's like self-healing because it's like the rubber. and it's really good for the knives. It doesn't blunt the edge. And again, if you have a wooden chopping board, if you've got good knives, you want an end grain chopping board, otherwise you're going to blunt your knives quicker. I work in the restaurant industry. They bleach them every night. So yeah, so every night, yeah. I just do 2-inch ribeye, 400F, grill, perfect to medium rare with crosshatch. Okay, we don't have, unless you go to butchers and you get them to cut it themselves right there for you, you're not getting a 2-inch ribeye. All supermarkets here have really thin steaks. For home, I use teak woodboard. Nice. For me, favourite dish has to be cauliflower cheese with some nicely aged cheddar sauce. Hells yeah, I love cauliflower cheese as well. Whole grain mustard and thin sliced chorizo. I've never put chorizo in it though. It would taste good though. I know for sure it would go well. Topped off with slice of vine ripe tomatoes. Oh yeah. Then oven baked till the top goes all crispy. Hells yeah, dude. When I make cauliflower cheese, I do a bechamel, which I then put some Dijon or English mustard I used to put, but I'm obsessed with Dijon these days. Some Dijon and some cheddar, mature. Mix it in, man. Oh, it's so good. Who's the Epicurean boards? I have no idea what that is. I have a big teak board, but I barely ever use it. We need fake American Dijon here. Isn't Grey Poupon American? And it's a French name, but isn't it like, or is it just popular in America? Like, with white wine. The Grey Poupon is made with white wine. No, Grey Poupon uses vinegar. No, it uses white wine, sorry. No, it does. It says it on the thing. The one I had is literally white wine. It's possible there's multiple types of Grey Poupon. Oh, really? So you think it's just a different one in Europe versus America? Okay. Yeah, I've got no idea the specific one to make. So I've this time, because I've run out of my Grey Poupon, which I freaking loved. It was so good. Yeah, the white wine, you can taste it. It's so fucking good. Especially with roast beef. Holy crap. Godly. But I'm trying the male this time. M-A-I-L-L-E. By the way, I did read some very different opinions on Grey Poupon versus male. I wonder if that's Europe saying the Grey Poupon's really good and Americans saying the Grey Poupon's terrible. Maybe that's it, like. No way, had no idea. But yeah, I saw a massive difference between some saying Grey Poupon's way better and describing the flavour differently to other ones and stuff. It was very strange. When I was in high school, the wood shop, I had made chopping board for my grandmother. We'll get on with the gaming very shortly, guys, sorry. For that was the only thing I could think of making after. I found out someone made a skateboard and had, which I made that and the cutting board. So you had to. So yeah, as a kid, you'd probably want a skateboard more. Even then, I probably would have wanted a cutting board. So I've always liked cooking. Hells yeah, E-Camps. Yeah, the dude friggin' did 29 subs, man. Ridiculous. Made a cheese board. Oh, chessboard, not cheese board. Ella. Did melee. That's like all seeds and not smooth. No, that's whole grain. Whole grain mustard is the seeds. I have a Grey Poupon whole grain mustard as well. Oh, you're saying... Oh, so you're saying like even the smooth one isn't as smooth and stuff? Because I heard from some places that melee's better. I thought I'd try it this time. It's definitely, well, it's very smooth. It's yellow and looks like the Grey Poupon from the jar, but it's definitely going to be different. No, I've never seen the smooth melee mustard. Really? Okay. Because, yeah, I rarely use whole grain, so I've still got loads of that. Fortunately, that shit lasts forever. I made a birdhouse and everyone... Oh, and hi everyone and say, yo, Quirky Gek, how's it going? I can't remember what I made in woodshop in school. I don't think I've really made much of anything. I think I made something for art class, so I combined the projects. But then if I ever actually finished it. Goop! Let's save that this time. We can make some gold. Ah. Log accessed. Signal echo distorted. Recovering data. Log. Breach event. Plus 12 souls. It was my turn to dive today. I'm not sure this is the voice to go for. But let's do it anyway. Once again, nothing of interest. Nothing but kelp and rocks. Sounds like a twat, doesn't he? The water is yet to recede. Some of the crew have taken to swimming without their suits. It looks so inviting. I'm not sure how inviting it actually is, though. I've ingrained boards, but I don't mind sharpening by having knives, and they are also crazy hard, like 6 Rockwell. Since I got my new knife, which is a Kaishun Santoku, I can't use my other knives, man. It's so shit. I ruined myself. Like, I've seen the light now. It's so nice to use. I haven't got a sharpening stone though. I need to get one. But fortunately, it's Japanese steel, so you know, like yours, the edge will probably keep a while. I have 6 Miyabi knives. Nice, man. Hell's yeah, dude. Oh yeah, it makes sense if, like, he said you work in the industry, so it makes sense that you have your own tools. I'm always on edge. He's always edging. Gek is. Yeah, I can't really warrant myself getting like 6 Kaishun or something. But the one, it's so good. It looks so pretty as well, Damascus and everything. And yeah, I freaking love it. I use it for everything. It's so, it's so more pleasant to cut and just do my mise en place or whatever. When it's like that, it's so good. Zane, so have you asked the car next to you to stop a light if they have any great poupon? I haven't seen I don't know your adverts. I don't know the advert through Wayne's World. When he's like, "Sir, do you have the great poupon?" or whatever. That's the only reason I bought it, because I remembered that. I was like, mine. It's tasty though. Wow, we already ran out. Holy shit. Son of a phosphate. You phosphate ass bitch. Ah! They're coming right at me. The only thing is, they will damage you in there as well. The original commercial played in American TV for a long time through the 80s. It's supposed to represent European aristocracy sophistication. I kind of want a 9-inch chef's knife now. I think, yeah, my Santoku is a big one. It's 8.5 or 9, I think. But yeah. Oh, crap. This is permadeath, should be more careful. Will you guys fuck off? Holy shit. Good lord. I don't exist, man. I'm trying to exist, man. I'm trying to think how long it was, giggity. Because it was in centimeters, but it actually, the length it said. No, there's multiple sizes, and this was the biggest one they did. Right, I'll look in a sec. It might have been the chef's knife I was looking at after that was 9. Right. Yeah, let's get in the thing. Where's my thing, buddy? I might have been getting mixed up with the centimetre hole in the mason jar I was looking at the other day. I'm actually just going to check some. I shouldn't. Find it anywhere. That looks like it. A 19 centimetre. That in inches. 19 centimetre to inches. Oh yeah, yeah, right. Or 7.5, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't 8.5. Oh, it has the Icarus fuel system. I forgot about that. But why is it going down? So this is just permanently losing. Is it because it was in that? Is it because this is in that? What is going on with that? I want to see if that's going down when I'm just doing nothing. Yeah, that's going down when I'm doing nothing. Still going down. No wonder it was out. That's annoying. 7 inches huge for Zane. Okay. Gek hasn't seen my penis. He'd never be able to abide his own once he's seen mine. I wouldn't do that to him. Right, so let's now find... Oh, another sunken building. What's permanently losing? So, this is permanently going down even when I'm not moving. See. Seen it many times. I mean, I know you're small, but I know if you're in the room, dude. Eating jellyfish. It was the fancy mustard, not the normal American yellow stuff. The represent. Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of like American mustard, like the Frenchies mustard. Weirdly, because it's really vinegary and like the uses that I would use for that, which is like a hot dog or something. I would prefer to use German mustard, which is kind of like a mix between that and Dijon. Like a more mild Dijon maybe or something. I know, but it's tasty, man. It's the stuff they always have at the German market to put on your bratwurst. Oh. So, yeah, so they even written. No, that's right. Then she says Gek, his dong looks at him, fucking nerd. We talked about this the other day. Like, as in, because, like, I was playing Varin's Call, and I killed a load of people, and then after like killing them all, I was called them a bunch of fucking nerds. So it's just like, just imagine if you were like the last person, and just as you're dying, you hear someone call you fucking nerd. Stupid. Glorious. Oh, it's tied to life support. So because I don't have like a life support on, it goes down maybe? I think Space Fizzle's being filthy. Well, let's do some dolphin. Whee! Ah, not much. Whee! Ah, that's better. Like idling in your car. But, so if I just do this... Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it has the arrow. So it's like, it's a... Yeah, okay. It does just do that like idling, yeah. That makes sense, yeah, the deeper you get. Oh, it's not going to be deep enough here, but... Timegates, yo Liliana, Starbirth mission is time-gated. So currently, the Starbirth mission for us, we can't go any further again. We've done another thing this week. And we're currently waiting for the Fragile Heart to mature. So we got 19 hours before it's finished maturing, unfortunately. The Doom Dreams are deep. If we're rolling with mustard, I'd normally roll with Stone Ground German. That's probably... So, like, the German stuff I like are my bratwurst. It looks... It's the same colour as Dijon. It's that same shade of yellow. Maybe a little more dull, even. Not quite as bright as, like, the Grey Poupon. I have to call it Poupon. The Grey Poupon. I can't believe they make the American version with vinegar. When the glorious taste of the one I had was beautiful white wine. Graceful. I'll have to check the own brand ones, because like we got a load of like most of the supermarkets here, like Morrison's, Tesco, even Aldi and Lidl probably have their own Dijons. So I wonder if they use white wine or theirs. I feel like they would have to be able to compete in the UK. Just like if it's vinegar. I mean, vinegar can be tasty. I love vinegar. I've got some really nice apple cider vinegar with with the mother stuff. But that's good, especially on a salad. Have it with some. I recently got some new Greek extra virgin olive oil for my salads, made from Kalamata olives, called the Odyssey. Tasty. It's not quite as strong as the 100% Italian one I got from before, but I ran out of that. So my favourite dressing for salad is 2-to-1 Evo and apple cider vinegar, then an occasion amount of black pepper. Makes an epic salad. And catch you later, John. Awesome to have you, dude. Hope you have a swish one. I don't know why my Twitch chat is... There we go. It was stuck. Do with whole grain mustard in cheese sauce, as you will get pop tiny seeds of vinegar with your teeth. Yeah, I've never used whole grain in cheese sauce. So what I use whole grain for is when I'm doing like pasta. So like I like pasta with whole grain mustard served with like some spinach, baby spinach, and some boiled eggs or something. Fairly healthy, tasty snack. You do need a bit more though to go with the mustard. I need to try the EU Grey Poupon. You do, man. So, did you not like the Grey Poupon, the American version, Adrian? Or are you just thinking that the EU might be better or something, or at least different? By the way, as a foodie, you definitely try it if it's different. I don't mind it, I just never had it. Ah, okay. That's a channel I like a shorts from called The Plant Slant, and it's a dude who's called Liam, and he's obsessed with beans. Mash from my own heart, love beans. And like I wrote a friggin' essay on one of his shorts yesterday because he was trying Vegemite on toast and baked beans on toast, and it was like the person he was doing it based off, it's like he did a thin spreaded layer of Vegemite. First of all, I'm not a big fan of Vegemite anyway. I think Vegemite is like a grainy paste, whereas Marmite is, it's more of like a smooth, like very thick molasses type thing instead of like the grainy. It's way better, I think. And the baked beans, people are always using Heinz. Heinz, like, so if I'm going to rate baked beans, Heinz are a 6 out of 10. People seem to think Heinz are like the ultimate baked bean. No, they're not. Heinz are shit. They're 6 out of 10 at best. They are the marketing, the kings of marketing. The best 10 out of 10 baked beans are Branston. Branston baked beans. Fucking amazing. Now, if you want some solid 7 out of 10s, then like you can probably get that from some of the really cheap well, actually, now they're more like 6 out of 5 out of 10, even the really cheap ones, because they're all sauce. If you want some decent, like 7 to 8 out of 10s, then the Bramwell from Aldi, or from Lidl, one of them. Lidl and Aldi's own ones are like 8 out of 10. HP are also 8 out of 10. Cross and Blackwell is better than Heinz. Cross and Blackwell. Recognise that. I'm thinking because Cross and Black. Oh god, yeah, I don't see these very often. Ocado sells them. I never see these in stores. But yeah, if you want the peak taste, Branston of the way. If you want really good quality for very cheap, Aldi or Lidl's own a peak. Like, they're really good. Asda and Tesco's own are okay. They're about the same as Heinz. Their cheapest ones are a bit worse than Heinz, and Heinz isn't good. If you've only got Heinz, cook them for a while. You want to cook them so you reduce the sauce, because Heinz are way too watery. You want to reduce the sauce, which will thicken it up, obviously, and also concentrate the flavour. Be way better. You also want to put a few dashes of Worcester sauce in the which will just improve the flavour massively. It's basically fish sauce in it, Worcester sauce. It's like European soy sauce. It's great. And also, don't be afraid to let it sit for a couple of minutes. So if you're cooking beans in a pan on a stovetop, don't be afraid to let it stick to the bottom a little bit. Obviously, don't let it burn. But if it sticks to the bottom, then you mix. You're going to kind of destroy the beans that were stuck. And that's actually going to improve the texture of the sauce. So, like, not a bad thing. The Moving Billiteads Excellent Adventure store they had filmed at with the phone booth had been turned down in Arizona and was a big party. And they had shown the movie before they turned it down. What do you mean turned it down? Turned what down? What in the what? What are you talking about, Willis? Nothing. Onions have a lot of sugar in them, probably why they're so popular. Branston are really sweet though as well. Branston beans are sweeter than Heinz. They just taste way better overall as well. The flavour's way stronger, it's like in a good way. And the sauce is already thick. They're just more everything. This one American, like, who was trying it, was like, tried the Heinz on toast. It's like, oh, it's bland, tastes like nothing. It's like, it doesn't taste like nothing. It's not, it's a bit bland. It's not amazing. But to say it tastes like nothing, his opinion means nothing for me from then on. It's like, you're either exaggerating or you've eaten so much salt that you can't taste what anything tastes like. Exaggeration's just lying, damn it. If you have to exaggerate a point for it to be valid, then it wasn't worth making. Dang
I
it.
drink it every morning so I can fight like a crow.
Let's get out of the way.
How's it going, Dave Volunteer? Been having a swish one. Signal echo distorted. Oh, I can't remember what voice I was doing for this, but I've torn it down. Secondary no. So tits hashtag. I was on a gap year. Second dive team came back early today. Found a cave full of strange crystals, but the lights on the sub cut out and forced them home, bro. They seemed upset, disturbed even, but we have got to go back while we still have an idea of where it is, yo. Before the shifting tide rob us. We'll never build anything without advanced materials. Fix the light on the Northland, I'm heading out, bro. Turns out, this is all about some bell end on a gap year. We found the cave, I knew we would, but what a find. Great towering crystals of brilliant red, rich metal deposits, concentrated deuterium, bro. All we could ever need. We just, we might just make it after all. Now, if only we could get a dry night's sleep. I've been pissing myself this entire time, bro. I've been pissed. Why? Well, he was covered in piss. We know that for sure. Give me that oxygen sack. Boom, boom, boom. Oxygen, boom, look at oxygen sack. Oxygen sack. Ah, tone it down. Reminds you of that awesome Linkin Park song. Burn it down. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Something about pieces. There's explosions, something in the sky. All that I needed was the one thing I couldn't find. And you were there at the turn. Now he's actually going back to me. Waiting to let me know. We're breaking it. Something up. Turn it back down. Diddle-dee. Well, this is all going swimmingly. It totes is, bro. Doing swishly swimmadoodle. Off we fuck. Can you really be covered in piss when you are in a spacesuit and in water at the same time? Well, yeah, because, I mean, if you're in a spacesuit, it's a closed thing. So he's not going to be wet in the first place, unless he's pissed himself. Therefore, he pissed himself. Logic. We've lawyered it, folks. We've lawyered it. Yeah, dude, it's called a wetsuit, not because of that, man. Come on. Stop pissing in your suits. All that I needed was the one thing I couldn't find, and you were there at the time. To let go. We're building it up, to break it back down. We're building it up, yeah, to burn it down. You count something to burn it for the ground. How many times can you piss in a spacesuit before the level reaches your nostrils? Oh, it depends how tight it is, I guess, to your skin. In my head, I was like, we need to ask Zendaya. Because of Dune. Because they piss in their suits, but obviously, like, it has filters and like bladders and stuff. You don't just piss in the suit and it just goes up to your mouth. Oh, I can drink it now. It's reached me. Oh, dear. Stop turning me upside down, please. Yeah, you have to go on a handstand to get a drink. I do wonder how bad those suits must smell, though. So I know they have, like, systems that turn the moisture that you sweat also into, like, water that you can take back, but... Bladders, hate to break to you, Bruce Nappis. Well, isn't the water stored in a bladder, though, that they then suck out of the drink? They don't suck it straight from the nappy, do they? Oh, God. I haven't read Dune yet, so I don't know how they describe it. Nerd. Bitch. You have when you're in a space, you have diapers that soaks up the piss in the first place. In some, maybe, you don't know. Why was he wet then? What's more likely? The suit that keeps him safe from the vacuum of space was like had a hole in it, or the less important system to fail. That is the nappy / bladder, whatever it is. Failed. The recycling is on the spaceship when you're in the suit. It's just let go. God. I've hella gold after all this goop. Now, do I go Scottish, Irish, or stick to gap year? I had the dream again! Nah, that's definitely too offensive, I feel. Definitely someone in the chat who just flinched and shuddered at that. Well, I'm tempted. The endless purple waves! Mile after mile after mile. A relief at first, but the folded crimson ache. But then I can't escape the feeling there's something else there. I look around and there's nothing. Nothing at all. I blink and I see them. Faint at first. Just lines. But it's unmistakable. Oh, what's it called? I got me shillelagh and I walked into the sea. Repeated geometric shapes traced in the sky. Row after row of triangles. Slowly scrolling past, and I can't explain it. But it's the most terrible thing I've ever seen. It's almost a relief to wake up and see the raid again. Plus 399 souls. Holy shit. It's been over a year since the first one. They've gone back to that wretched cave, every one of them. No one is listed to be fighting jitters. We can still build the hyperdrive, I know it. After that flush in the salt house, the launch thruster should be easy. I don't really go out. They're trying to say your spacesuit has links in it, and that you're leaving yellow spots all over the spaceship. I think that's purely your messed up mind, Mark. I think you need to log off and think about what you've said. We've all had the same dream, the same rambling, the teeth in the sky, those crystals. It's nonsense. Then there's nothing else down there. Take it all. But what can I do? Maybe I missed something. Maybe they're right. One last look won't hurt. Oh, you can't explain the floating triangles. Might be the Guinness, mate. What would you five shut up? It's just us, man. Oh shit, I forgot I started watching that. I need to carry on watching that. The SAS one. It's called The Rogue something. Yeah. Suck it, oxygen. So what am I looking for? Oh, we just have to go away a bit. Oh, that's a shite and jitter. Look at him. All jizzy and shite and whatnot. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's over here. There it is. It's 7 minutes off. Fuck that. Fuck that for a game of toy soldiers. It's always the Irish I offend with accents. I don't think I've offended one German, but plenty of Irish, and no one else. Is it just because my accent is just so comic-like that it's a bit OTT? Yo, thanks, Wicked. How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. Or maybe I'm just so incessant with it. I think I used to do that one a lot. The Southern American one has been the one I've done the most over the last couple of years. That and Scottish, because I love the sound of Scottish. I think, of course, I do these accents. I like how it sounds. It's not like taking the piss. Swishalicious, damn right. Swish-a-dang-licious brick. What? This, Dr. Mike from Renaissance Periodization, he said, I think in some videos he said thickalicious quite a lot. So stupid. Yeah. Wee. Not much, but it hurts a bit. Bitch. That's how we do. And nerd. Fucking nerd. I do say nerd after killing things way too often. It's getting ridiculous. There is a barrel. I found a lovely barrel under the sea. SpongeBob Zane pants. Let's give it a diddly. Oh, it's Scottish maybe this time instead of just pissing all the Irish off. Trapped. Sobriac Trolleykin, you bastard. Grabbed me, but they're dead now. I'm still finding my way in this accent. Their eyes are all shut. I think my leg is broken. My hands hurt. My hand hurts. It hurts. Eat your porridge. If I can just find an air tank, I can still get back home. The recording continues, but it's just out of scratchy silence, static of the currents. I have a haunting sensation of being watched. I wonder who this crew really were. It seems I'll never find out. I'm leaving. Oh. I got the helmet of the lost diver. I found the remains of the crew. Bunch of bastards. Have I finished, is that Dreams of Deep done? It is! We finished it! Oh, I think that sound was very Voldemort. And of course, when he's struggling, those are my two best Voldemort impressions. And then my best impression of Dumbledore is no. He definitely said that at some point. Or there's I was just gonna scream. Don't put the name in the fire. Go to the fire. A slightly Irish accent. Artie Kush, how's it going today? Is it? Yeah. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Dumbledore said calmly. Oh. Mr. Gambon Shouty Pants. We're going to call him now. Do, skibbity bibbity dibbity dee, SpongeBob SquareFace. So, the last 30 minutes, is there anything we can do to prep ourselves for the update? What do you think? Welcome to the channel, Artie man. Good. Sub into Zane's World's the best move you ever made. Shit, frickin' Daisy. Good to have. I'm thinking we could either prep this save, but I'm not sure what we could do to prep it. We could continue sorting the inventory, or I could actually finish off the damn... Yeah, let's do that. So I've still got like 2 or 3 saves still in the Swarm Expedition I haven't finished, like polished off. But I haven't got the exosuit tech. I've got the runic lens on this one yet. Did I? Oh my! MJ, I don't put. What? Dunno. Oh. Skibbity bibbity under the sea, SpongeBob face square, skibbity bibbity bobbity sea. I put it in the back. Best bit is when Harry gets to Hogwarts. Dumbledore wants to say a few words. Dumbledore wants to say a few words. Look them up in the book. It's been so long since I read and watched. Like, I'm not sure what you're specifically referring to. Got her blaster of wild. Got her blaster. Must still be in the thing in the anomaly. Before we begin our banquet, I would like to say a few words, and here they are. Right, Nitwit Blubber Oddman Tweak. Did you actually say that in the books? I don't remember that at all. What the frick? Like I said, it was so long ago. White, soft and bright clothing, best cleansers. So, white, soft and bright clothing, best cleansers was a solution. Is your... What? The ancients made use of it, washed their clothes and linens, fixed colours and tan. Yeah, so it was used in tanning leather. But the urea is also... So, like, if you're making a yellow dye, like a really old-fashioned one, onion skins and piss is the way to go. You just basically just piss in a bucket with a shit ton of yellow onion skins and you'll get a yellow dye. Oh yeah, it's all close now. They smell a wee bit pissy. Oh hey, that's yellow, that's great, eh? Oh, and it's got some leather straps, they're a bit pissy too, eh? Freshly tanned. What did I just hear? You just heard about... Because, so, Hugh Fernley Whittingstall is, like, you know, from River Cottage. I used to love his stuff. I've got a few of his books. I've got one on wild mushrooms for identifying them, and another one on wild herbs from his series books. So, like, on one of the videos he did, like River Cottage, he made a dye from piss and onion skins, a yellow dye. Lots of uses to piss. If it's specifically male piss, you can ward off foxes. Only if it's male, though. I was going to say, let's pay the village boys to piss in my garden. They're over every Saturday anyway. Urine is also used in production of Harris tweed. Yeah. As a result, the House of Lords smells faintly of weed. Wait, that can't be true. You don't actually... Like, tweed doesn't smell like piss by the time it's finished, does it? I actually have a piss cream in my bathroom, which is an E45 itch relief cream. It's had a rash for like half a friggin' year on my forearm, and that itch relief is really good when it's really bad. And it's made with urea. Urea is the active ingredient, which is the stuff that reeks and looks yellow and stuff in your pee. But it's also really good at preventing itching on skin. Like, the cream doesn't smell like piss. There is a very slight background ammonia hint if you've just freshly put the cream on, but it only sounds like 20 seconds. There's some medieval shit. Piss into an onion and say 15 Hail Marys. I'd hope it doesn't smell like it. It's not really, no. Like, you know, like, it smells like somewhat like a cleaning product, because, like, you know, ammonia is used to clean floors, you know, in hospitals and stuff, because it's really good at killing bacteria. Right. So yeah, let's. We've got to save, haven't we? Well, it's right. It's saved. So let's switch over to one of these, and we'll finish these off so they're done. These are used to make gunpowder. Really? What part of gunpowder would that be used for? Maybe like a stabilizing agent or something? Because gunpowder is sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter, isn't it? I think. What part is urine going to play in that? If you know, I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. I met Zane the other day. He has a faint smell of piss about him. I used that anti-itch cream like a while back. I don't put it on all the time. It's a fairly common anti-itch relief cream, you know. My arm's been fine for months anyway now. Except for this. So, there is a very slight... You're not going to be able to see it. There's a very slight spot here. Right. There's a very slight discoloration of skin, basically scarring. There's a good fucking reason that exists, and it shouldn't. I was sorting some brambles. Getting rid of them. One of the brambles, I've got some moles, like... Oh, not mole, goat skin leather gloves. Gauntlets. And some of the brambles went, like, the gauntlets don't reach about here, and it, like, really dug in and, like, made a big hole in my arm with the brambles. So, yeah, urea lotion is, like, number one now. Yeah. And, like, and this was at the time that I had that rash. So, I disinfected it, put a load of water over it, disinfected it, kept it clean, and it scabbed up fine. I then continued doing what the doctor told me to do on this rash, which was use a 1% steroid cream to bring the most likely, like, autoimmune rash down. Completely forgetting that that's the point of steroids, is that it kind of corticosteroids block your immune system from working. So I spent a week rubbing an immune blocking steroid cream directly onto and around a fresh cut. I didn't think about it. I just did it for like a week, or about 5 or 6 days. After the 5th or 6th day, this area all around here really hurt. And I looked at it, and it stung. And a load of... I don't know what it was. It looked like plasma was coming out of the pores all around here. As if it was like widely infected or something. And it really hurt. I don't know what it was. It's so weird. Basically, I think I'd suppressed my immune system in this spot around a cut for like a week. And it, I ended up realizing at that point that what I'd been doing. So I stopped putting the fucking thing on there. And then, like, just like was mega shit hot on keeping it like sterile and shit. Unfortunately, it went like pretty quickly, but I've just now got a discolored small scar on my fucking arm. Basically, make sure you don't put steroid cream on an open wound. It probably says it on the tube. Really bad idea. Holy crap. What the hell am I talking about on a freaking stream? It's Balaful, yo, are you off, man? Awesome to have you, dude. Thank you for the Prime sub again, man. Very much appreciate it. And yo, Shining Flag, how's it going? This is the most middle-aged fucking stream ever. Talking about fucking creams and rashes and shit. What the fuck? Last week was like an impromptu therapy session. I'm sorry, I'll have to make sure these streams don't veer off into this weird shit. Food's fine, but ailments are not. Zane, you're talking about how you cover your skin. No, I'm not. You have been focusing on the character in the game that was all pissy, biological, you know. Like, you're the one who's obsessed with piss, Mark. I'm sorry, but you know, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself and be like, why am I so obsessed with piss? Is it a kink? Or... Yes, I realise I'm annoying. This one's in Storm Expedition, so maybe this will... I heard a lot of people couldn't get into Storm Expedition for a while after then they changed something. It's not a cream made with piss anyway. I was getting a shower and just like aim up like a fountain. Refreshing, if anything. Bit tangy. There's that bit. Remember, there's a thing. There's this thing on TV ages ago about this old woman who drinks her own piss. She's like, "Oh, I really like the flavour." After a while, I was like, "It's tangy." Oh, fucking hell. Our life is made to veer. If we wanted concise streams, we could jog on. True. So we're still on it in this one. Gek Panda. Oh, was I was looking for a place to put a base, wasn't I? Can I take this moment part? Oh, well, I can do it now. I couldn't do it here last time. Everyone needs to stop eating bacon and put it in the trash. What? Put it in the trash? That's even worse. Everyone should finish the bacon they already have, then stop eating bacon. Otherwise, they're just wasting the life that was taken to provide their food. So yeah, we got a base there. There we go. Sage tastic. I think we have to get back to my ship. Annoyingly. A fuel! You fucking gob shitey bastard. Look at you. Look at you! Where is it? There, it's over there. I'll finish the bacon, then I'll double down and get twice as much bacon. You're not my dad. Yeah, you're always better. Now, I mean, yeah, I was vegan for a couple of years, and I did it both for the health. We started purely for health reasons, to see if it was better. But it ended up also being partly morally. But like, I still eat less meat than I used to before. But I mean, let's come to terms with it, I guess. But I've never liked wasting food. I'd never liked wasting food, especially meat. It feels really messed up to waste meat. Obviously, you shouldn't eat rotten meat, but you should just strive to not let meat rot before it's used. Everyone should eat the bacon they have, then buy some more. It's lovely. I like bacon. I don't eat bacon that much, honestly. I love bacon, though. Like a bacon, mushroom, and egg sarnie. Holy crap, if you want to go mental. Bacon, Cumberland sausage, mushroom, on a big floury bap with a shit ton of HP brown sauce. Holy crap, that's the breakfast of kings. It's like you have like 2 big sausages. Like 2 to 3... Oh, actually, it's belly bacon. It's like streaky bacon. So really, 1 rasher is quite a small thing. So you want several rashers. And the mushrooms need to be sautéed in the bacon. Like, you use the mushrooms to clean the pan of the fond that the bacon sausage made. And the fat that was rendered out of them, and it soaks it up. And then you get that tangy, sweet brown sauce. They're fucking good. And a floury bap as well. It's a very soft, but almost slightly stodgy bap, like white roll. Big one, with that flour on top. Oh, that's also the best roll to have like a steak in. If you have like a, like either a cheesesteak or get like a slow cooked like chuck or pork shoulder or something, slap it on there with the gravy. So fucking good. Why am I making myself so fucking hungry? It's not too far from the end of the stream, so it's fine. Oh, I need to do that first. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, it's Gek Panda, but it's in this thingy, so it's not going to kill me. I don't eat very often, only when I'm in at the cabin, then I'll make full-blown breakfast, fried eggs and whatnot. Hells yeah, it's the way, man. I don't even... what you really need to do with your bacon is to wrap it around an ear of corn, then wrap it foil, bake it in over some garlic, with some garlic. Ooh, that does sound good. But I also feel like that bacon's going to be... Unless you unwrap the foil and finish it off after, that bacon's going to be like flaccid and pale. And I feel like bacon that hasn't been browned with a Maillard reaction is not really bacon. It's like some imposter, some pretender to the throne. Let's have some shrooms and bread, please. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. So, Devonte, are you vegan or vegetarian? I think you're vegetarian, aren't you? One of my favourite breakfasts, actually 2 of my favourite best breakfasts, one of them, they're both vegetarian, but it's only because butter. But there are some really good vegan butters, so it could be vegan. Mushrooms on toast, or friggin' avocado on toast. It's so fucking good, both of them. Like, if you get some mushrooms, you saute them in butter. And again, this works with some vegan butter. There are some really good vegan butters made from avocado oil. Really nice. I survived on that shit when I was vegan. I've not had a good vegan cheese, unfortunately. I've had some vegan cheeses, like made from coconut and other things and stuff. And they're not horrible, but they're not good. They're not, like, they're okay. That's it. They're the only way you can use them well is if you're looking for melty cheese. Because they're all like a really mild, kind of like mild cheddar that isn't really too flavorful and probably melts fairly well. That's the only way you can really use vegan cheese. It has been many years. They might be a lot better now. Any vegan cheese I've had feels like plastic. Yes, that's kind of what I mean. So like, they're not bad if you're using it to melt, like as melted cheese, because then it's basically not too different from American cheese. Like when I say American cheese, I just mean the burger cheese. You know, that stuff that you can actually make from cheese with Alka-Seltzer. So this American chap roll strips of bacon into logs, then stand them on end in a big cast iron frying pan, then poured scrambled egg over. It was like 15 slices of bacon and doesn't next. Holy shit. Any vegan cheese and herb. Right, is there anything here? Any goodie? Really? Bloop, doop, doop, doop. Actually, was there a teleporter in there? I think there was. Oh, I should fill my ship while I have the chance. Yeah, if any of you, by the way, ever want some like vegan recipes or whatever, I've got a few because I'm a foodie and I couldn't exist on. Actually, that's what I think people do wrong. When people say like it's not healthy to be vegan or vegetarian, it's because their idea of it is just using food replacement. So like using fake mints or fake sausages, fake meat products. That's not the way to do it. That's not vegan food. That's like substitute stuff. Some of it is really good and it could be used well as like a treat. Most of it is just a pathetic attempt at the real thing. And it's just not good. Yeah, cheese is one of the main things that brought me back. So the key to it is just learning how to cook and making recipes that are good as recipes, whether it's a vegan eating or not. Like, just like a really good place to start is Indian cuisine, because there's a big portion of Indian cuisine that's vegetarian, and a lot of it is only not vegan because it uses a shit ton of ghee, which is clarified oil, clarified butter. Like, so you can just replace that with a non-dairy oil or fat, and you're good to go. I never said a healthy, cheesy life meat. Yeah. Like, I think I could do pescatarian quite easily. I love fish. I don't like the only times I really red meat, most of the time, is like chilies and stuff. Chili, ragu, and then shepherd/cottage pie. Occasional roast. So let's get to a station. Let's get that one. So we need to claim what we haven't. Oh, I've already done that. Sweet, that makes it easier. Can I sell whatever I need to? Could you pass me a handy wipe? Quiet down now. It is time to watch a show. Let's get started. I ain't listening no more. Hey, could you pass me a handy wipe? Back in the 90s, we used to call fake vegan versions of meat ersatz. It suggests they are regretting their diet choices. I'm with you. Learn to cook with beans and couscous and stuff. Yeah, for sure. That's the thing. Like, I feel like, yeah, it's people who, like, so the actual, one of the things that is really good, even if you're trying to do vegan stuff, is the fake mints. Soy mints has been kind of affected at this point. Because like, when I was doing it, it wasn't, like, there are way better products now than there used to be because more people do it. But one of the things that has been improved, like, a lot, because it's, like, the main thing that non-meat eaters use, is the fake mints. And, like, so that's pretty good. You can get some really good ones of that. And it allows you to do chilies, ragu, shepherd's pie and stuff still. You can't really, there's not really another way to do that satisfactorily, in my opinion. So being able to still do that, I think, is really nice. I mean, you can still make your bean chilies, and they are fantastic, but I always think they're missing a little. Honestly. Like, the fact that fake meat, it fills the gap for me. Not that I generally just use beef nowadays, obviously. Oh, it's not the type of one that I can use the... Yeah, donate the things on. That Merchant's Guild, was it? Yeah. You can only donate the pirate transponders in the other ones, can't you? I'm not going to lie, I made a damn good steak sandwich yesterday. I took my leftover steak and thinly sliced, cut up some onions and bell peppers, and cooked that in some beef stock, and used the stock to reheat the shaved beef, put that on a French baguette with some... Dude, that sounds good. Provolone as well. Provolone's like the perfect fucking cheese there. We don't really have provolone here, or if we do, it's called something else. But I've tried it when I went to an event thing in, like, when I went to... One time I went to San Fran. Because I picked up a pack of... Because I love my salamis and cured meats. I picked up a little pack, snack pack, of, like, thick-cut salami and provolone. And that was really nice cheese, man. Butter beans are pre-soaked in a rich sauce, makes a fine mince when softened. The texture doesn't... It's just fake to me. That I can't... It's not, like, good enough for me. I don't see it as... I can't suspend my belief or whatever enough for that, unfortunately. I wish I could, honestly, but... I love beans. Like... for so many things anyway. Just not as... I think the one thing I could use beans well as a substitute for is for, like, desserts and stuff. Because, I mean, like, the Japanese and all the East Asia uses, like, red bean and stuff, azuki beans and stuff, in desserts already. And it works really well. I love red bean. Let's make sure I've not missed anything. Trish, let's get to the Nomadoodles. I once tried using avocado as a, like, instead of cheese for, like cheesecake type stuff. Avocado's just too inconsistent and expensive in the UK to use in any kind of regularity, unless you get it frozen. I've got a fair bit of frozen avocado that I put in my smoothies that are just chunks. I've used that to make guac and stuff before as well. But, so I could use that, but it's not cheap either. I only put a bit of it in my smoothies just for, like, a healthy fats kick. Plus the texture, that extra bit of fat adds to a smoothie. It's great. You don't need much, just a very small handful of, like, the avocado chunks will add a velvety texture to your previously fibrous smoothie. It kind of almost emulsifies it. So, like, if you don't put any fat in a smoothie that's super fibrous, you're gonna get, like, a simultaneously chunky, even though it's blended smooth, and watery, like, experience. And it's almost like I experienced this bad texture multiple times when I was vegan, until I realised it was a lack of fat. So it's basically, there's almost a meal without any fat. There's just, like, a lot of vegetables and very fibrous. It's almost not satisfying. It's kind of... It feels like you're eating a lot, but it's not really filling anything. Really strange, because fiber's really filling, so it's really weird. But a bit of fat completely removes that. So I found that's when I started putting a lot of chickpeas in my food and stuff when I was not eating meat. So, like, chickpeas are, like, it's a godsend for this kind of thing. It adds that little bit of fat that just makes a meal satisfying. Like, one of my favourite things was a curry. I used to make a balti. I used balti paste mixed with coconut milk to make the sauce. I would also obviously used onions, which are finely and basically cook into the sauce. And the main thing was cavolo nero, so fancy kale, Cavolo Nero, cauliflower, and chickpeas. And that, it's such a satisfying curry, it's ridiculous. A-Train actually makes this curry a lot, I think, since I've told him, but he doesn't, I don't think he uses kale, and they use chicken in it. Because they can't not have some meat in it, I think. But it's a really good, really nice curry. It's like, it's got like a, I use a Patak's Balti paste in that. I'd probably try making my paste if I was going to do it now. But like, yeah, it's got like a kind of vinegary kick to it, which kind of goes well with the coconut milk anyway. It's good. Yeah, Zane, yeah, the only two cheese I like are provolone and mozzarella. Oh, so you like the... I would consider those... kind of, unless you get really good quality ones, they're kind of bland. Like, you normally, if you add some salt to it, it's obviously not going to be that bland. Like, yeah, super, super mild cheeses that are mainly creamy, aren't they? I mean, I like some, I like those as well, but also some, one of my favourites is a cave-aged goat's cheese from, I think it's North Italy. I forget the name, but it's aged in a cave, and it's, has ash put around. It's like sort of baked in ash. So the rind is covered in ash when you get it, like, and like it's a soft goat's cheese, but the centre is usually a little underripe or whatever, or too ripe maybe. I don't know. The centre is almost a little gooey, so it's like a really super viscous liquid almost. It's so fucking good, really nice. But it's hard to get because it's. I thought the expedition ended. It did, but if you were still in the expedition when you logged out, you can, and there isn't another expedition yet, you can still take things back. So put the living lens in, so you want to take that back. I forgot to sell these things, it looks like. But actually, I can sell them on here, can't I? Oh, these were... I'll take that back. I mean, I can just sell it there if we don't need it. Don't really need the glass, but... Ayo. Do yo skibby dibby wo skibby dabba da skibby dib blow and yo skibby dibby bro skibby dabba bub dibby dibby do 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 yo skibby dibby wo. Almost got the repair kits out of been tragic. Well, I must realize cheese they use for making pizza. I mean, yeah, pizza deluxe. I mean, Golden Cross cheese, they make it just down the road from me. I think Roquefort is the goat of cheeses. Golden Cross isn't the one I'm talking about. That's someone else talking about. Let's have a look. Ash-covered goat's cheese. There's one called Golden Cross, there's one called Kidderton. Neither of those are the one I'm thinking of. This might be it. Sommery de Terrain. Maybe it was a Riviera and not the North Italy. Around that area. I've never had that one you mentioned though. I'll have to look out for it then. Provolone or mozzarella cheese are really good with meatball sandwich too. We could just down there with me, I think, or Roquefort. So yeah, Roquefort. I'm not a big fan of Roquefort. So I love blue cheese in general. But I find Roquefort is just slightly too, like it just has slightly too sharp of a like nasal destroying pong. It's just a little bit too sharp for me. Whereas most Stiltons and stuff, like especially Aldi make a really good Stilton, like their finest one or whatever. It's like super creamy and but strong. It's so good. And there's what's it called? St. Auger or something. I'm not sure exactly how you say that, but St. Auger. It's really good. I like that. That's way creamier. That's not nowhere near as strong. It's super good. Right, so am I basically done here? Am I done here? Am I totally done? I have another shot. No, I don't. Is that everything then? Yeah, I picked up everything. Are there any other things like... Nope. Not really works is soft goat cheese with a watermelon and mince tossed in lime. Mince? What? Oh, tossed in lime. Watermelon and mince tossed in lime with the goat cheese. What? I'd definitely try that. 100%. It sounds really fucking weird. Roquefort is sharp because it's unpasteurized sheep's milk. A little does a nice goat cheese log because it's crusty. I'm pretty sure the sharpness I'm talking about isn't just because it's unpasteurized sheep's milk. I've had loads of cheeses that are unpasteurized sheep's milk. Well, not loads, but I've had some. And they've never given me what I don't like about Roquefort. I'm pretty sure it's the mold that is causing that. Like I said, I like cheese with the mold as well, but that one is just... I mean, maybe it is, but I'm pretty sure I've had unpasteurized sheep's milk cheese. I don't know. It's so weird, but it works. Yeah, it does sound really weird. I'll definitely try it. Right, let's end this. We've got the main one, the living lens, on here. We've got a bunch of these. Let's go. Speed it up. Oh, speed up the other way. Huzzah! 18,000 nanoice slag. That's about it. And then mouldy cheese is like blue. Normally stay away from mouldy cheese. I mean, only mouldy cheese I like is blue, but isn't like all mouldy cheese blue cheese? I suppose I've seen some that have a more green tint. In fact, Roquefort I feel like is more of a greeny blue. I'll have to try Roquefort again. It's been so many years. Maybe I'd like it now. Worth a try. I like blue cheese sauce, but blue on its own is so strong sometimes. Yeah, like, well, I do prefer the... Like, I do really like it strong, but I also like it to be creamy as well. Some of them are so dry, but still really strong. It's just like a bit of... Like, I want it to have that bit of creaminess to it. It works well with the thing. And eating it with like a soft, still warm, crusty roll or something you just tear apart and just put a bit of cheese. Oh. Tasty goodness. Right, anyway, so we've made it. Good God, I really need to sort the inventories out on all my shit. Ridiculous. At least got some space in this one. Hella void motes. What? Gek Panda. Yeah, Gek Panda with his styling jade staff. Hella. Thank you everyone for joining. We got Dreams of Deep done. We got another part of the Starbirth thingy done. And we finished this one off. Roquefort is very popular in the office as a mess. They got through loads of it, at least when I was around. Blue crumbles with some sour cream, mayo splash of vinegar, and some chairs. Yeah, so thank you for joining. Awesome to have you. Thank you, everyone who donated and subbed and stuff. Very much appreciate it. And big thank you, of course, to Dark Lord. The 29 freaking gifted subs is ridiculous. Freaking legend. Next stream. So, the only reason we wouldn't be streaming on Tuesday is if the update is on Wednesday. I'll just double check in case there's been an emoji. There has not. So, when the update is going to drop on the Wednesday, I won't be streaming on the Tuesday. Because it will just mess with the algorithm and potentially lower the views on the stuff that will come on the Wednesday. However, I'm pretty sure we're not getting the update this coming week, so you can expect Elden Ring on Tuesday and Thursday. So yeah, expect them to be fun. I love Elden Ring, so we'll just have some fun on those. Also, expect videos. I'm going to be working on a bunch of videos to build up to the update and such. So keep an eye for those. When the update goes, I want to go ham. So this next 2 months probably going to be pretty mental. There's even Valheim's in a month as well. Yeah, thanks everyone. Let's see who we can raid a doodle dandy. Nick Nocturnal streaming. Can we turn an acoustic song into a metal banger? But who else is streaming? Where? Oh my god, who's streaming again? Back to time. Oh my god. Oh, Train is streaming. He's streaming Scrap Mechanic. Let's raid Mr. Train. Ella. And on YouTube, who are we going to raid? Ghostbusters. And something strange in the neighborhood. Who you going to raid? Ghostbusters. Some much stuff, and it don't look good. Sobewan with his 2 books in the 10th Valheim with Thread Menace. Let's raid him on the YouTubes. Thank you again, everyone. Awesome to have you, and I hope you have an amazing end to your weekend. Peace.